Good morning. How we doing? I get to be obnoxious today. How are we? Kuwabara, welcome in. Thank you so much for that sub for 11 months of support. Almost a whole year. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We've also got Will, Avian, Tuvan, Osirin, hello. I know we've got Termican, Norman. Thank you so much for that sub for 16 months of support. Thank you, thank you. Let's see, we've got a Raven Lord in here. I know Riot was here. Hello. How we doing? It's Sly. Will is here, cooking food. How we all doing today? I think I got everyone. I'm a streamer. I am so excited to be streaming today. Hey, Darren, thank you so much for that lurk. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We are going to be working on this Apothecary Biologis. So this is part of our Salamanders force. So we'll be getting the green shoulder and everything here. We did the regular, like, Primaris Apothecary a while back, so we're gonna match them. I brought up the photo just to make sure. But that's what we've got today. How are you guys? Putting on a show. Chat. So we've been doing the bathroom remodel. I have bruises like this all over. I am so beat and cut up because we were pulling tile. So we pulled all of the shower tile off. All of the floor tile is now gone. We took out the vanity, which had a really heavy like granite countertop. All that's out. Scott and his dad are actually taking all of that to the dump this morning, so we can start all the new stuff. But I'm tired and I'm beat up, chat. How are you guys today? So this bathroom remodel has already become a, I don't know, it's already an adventure. We're basically starting 3 days later than we planned to. Gun show Nikki skin. My favorite Nikki skin. Right behind, oh, red glasses, tall eye Nikki. I don't know where those went. I'm gonna have to find those. Well, thank you. Thank you. Poot, hello. Back at the back alley boxing. That's right. You know me. How else would I get in shape, Poot? What you up to today? Tuvan says, not much. Starting work soon. Want to stop in and say hello. Hello. Thank you so much for coming by before work. Hope work goes well today. I'm going to go ahead and get that shoulder started. We're just going to do a lot of base coats here. Get them started. DIY bathroom? We are, yep. So it is a whole new shower. We are having to redo some drywall and concrete board and all that good stuff. New vanity and new floor tile. So let's, and then we'll do like painting and stuff after his dad goes back, because we don't need his help with that. We can do that ourselves, so we'll do that a bit later. But yeah, it's the entire thing's getting redone. We forgot to stack in a constitution with our streamer chat. We stacked strength here. Stack strength. Only strength. What else could you possibly need? What else could you possibly need? Is there a loot tier for Nikki skins? So we just went to the chase rares. There should be. What else would there be? What else would there be? Oh, Seven, welcome in. Happy Monday. How you doing today? We are getting started on a new project today. We've got the Apothecary. How was your weekend? How was everyone's weekend? The bathroom remodel's been mine. While we were waiting on his dad to get here, I did start the Hellblasters, which we may work on tomorrow, since this week is weird. But yeah, that's been most of our weekend. What have you guys been up to? It says, I was on Reddit, saw one chaos leak, and it was Abaddon. The whole thread proceeded to whine about keywords. I have no idea what they do yet. That's about right, yep. Yep. We do have some Skaven to look at here in a little bit. You guys want to check out some new ratties with me? I binge solo leveling, bro, just don't spec strength. I'm trying to decide if I go back to solo leveling. I started it and I thought it was fine. I think it was maybe a little overhyped for me. Do you think I should go back, Will? Is it good? What's the theme for the June challenge? You just wait a second, Sly. Go finish all of your other armies and then well, then we'll talk. Ooh. I do think with Sigmar, we need to pick something where like everyone. I feel like maybe people had a hard time figuring out what to work on this month. Which is confusing to me, considering we did the same challenge in December. But maybe we just go back to super basic. Reaper, welcome in. How are you today? How was weekend? Yeah, I feel like maybe we just go back to super basic. People were still having... I don't know, I was very confused. Maybe we just go back. But I do think we should pick something like a squad. A character. I think that's just easier, maybe. I did not, Avian. We've been busy with the remodel. So I've not watched it. I mean, I've read the manga, so I know when things happen. Yeah, I've read the manga. Well, the timing's about the same as the manga, so... It worked out fine. The challenge? I think now people are good. I was just very confused. But yeah, we do have some new ratties to look at. Did anyone already take a look? So it's the new Jezzails, and then it looks like we have another preview coming up, which is also exciting. I mean, I can't be spoiled because I've read the manga. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I can't be spoiled, so I'm not like rushing to go watch it, I guess. If that makes sense. I'll catch up here as we have time with the remodel. Honor first, welcome in. How are you today? Alright, let's get our green shoulders started, and then we'll hop over and look at some ratties. Because they look really good. Yeah, we've got a lot coming up here. Oh, I just realized I need to double check the time on the preview, actually. Because I think I saw it's the 18th, which is my tattoo day. Dang it. Okay, let me go look at that too. Good. How did smashing go the weekend? It's going well. We're going a little slower than we thought because Scott's dad... Let me back up here. Scott's dad had planned on getting here Friday to help us with, like, last demo and to get started with things. He had to stop at a couple things on the way up here to check on the other houses that they rent out. And they had big problems that he had to fix. So we're just now getting really started with him. So it was a lot of Scott and I doing the demo that we could until he got here. So it's going, it's just slower than we had initially planned for. So I guess I will say, the rest of this week I have, I think, normal schedule. I think it works out to where I can still stream and they can work on like quieter stuff in the morning. If there is a day that I need to cancel, I will just let you guys know on here. Or on Discord, sorry. But the plan right now is stream tomorrow and Wednesday. If that needs to change, I will let you guys know. Because obviously I want to help him while he's here. So it may be a little goofy this week, but I will let you guys know. Reaper says my weekend was productive. Finished doing line pulling through the walls. Now we're gonna get network cable. Okay, back pull to the wired network run. Cool. Okay, so you're doing some bigger projects here too, it sounds like. That's exciting. Preview is May 16th, 7 p.m. May the 16th. Okay, I'll double check that. Mageson, hello, how are you? I must have read something wrong then. Okay. So I thought it was... There was the one for Sigmar, and then there is the, like, other one that has the other game systems. But we'll take a look here in a second. I'm not saying long after the gym, about half an hour. Let's go. What you got today, Honor, first? Get that gym. Alright. Let's go ahead and take a look at the ratties. Oh, Therese says, I'm stuck in training all day today, but have to search for our own things to learn, and it's boring. Wait, search for our own things to learn? How does that work? Well, I hope you find at least, you know, something a little more interesting if you get to search. How was your weekend, Araya? Unless you're back to training. Otherwise, enjoy the lurk. Mortal Realms Reforged is the 16th. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's take a look at all that before I keep goofing it up. Meow. I'm here because I need my sanity. We'll try our best, Rhea. I have some new ratties to show you. If that helps. Let's do that. We'll try to keep sanity through cute rats. Alright, window capture. I even pulled them up. So here they are, chat. overslept, so I work from home, Sister Mika. Nice. Nice. That's a good Monday thing to do, I think. All right, chat. Ready to make Swiss cheese of the Sigmarite Lickspittles. That's a fun word. With the new Skaven Jezzails. Here they are. Look at them. They're not in Finecast. Long-range warfare is a respected art amongst the Skaven. It is, after all, the method of combat least likely to involve personal danger. Jezzail Gunner's power pack is filled with highly pressurized warpstone gas that solidifies into shards as it is pumped into the weapon's long barrel. 2 Ratmen are needed to carry a Jezzail. The second Skaven makes himself useful by clutching a... I didn't look up that word. Is it Pavice? Shield that props the gun up and provides a measure of defense against return fire. So there is the little ratties. In plastic. Hey, Nova Ninja, welcome in. How are ya? Well, good news, Nova Ninja. I have cute little ratties to start your day. Here they are. Look at these. Noob pointed this out on Twitter, and it looks like he's biting the gun, and I kind of love it. Look at these little cuties. So very excited to have these in plastic. I have the Finecast ones, and I never actually finished them because I didn't like working with the Finecast. So excited to have them in plastic. Jezzails are pretty nasty this edition. Wounding on a 3-up, they get 2 attacks, dealing 2 damage each with 2 rend. The Warpstone Sniper action gets them +1 to hit if they don't move. No Stormcast Eternal, no matter how ornate their armor, nor grim their purpose, is safe from these fizzing fusillades. There we go. Jeez. So there is the rules. Clay and Scry has been busy in Blight City. These Warplock Jezzails are not the only ordnance wheeling out of the workshops. Tune in to next week's Mortal Realm Reforged, which will be the next thing we look at, from the Dallas Open to find out more. So there's our Skaven. Finecast is death. It's awful. It's awful. So we never actually finished them. I remember we even brought them on stream, and I'm gonna it's like we're gonna finish these together, and then I never did. That's how awful they were. All right, so there's the Skaven, and then I mentioned the Mortal Realms Reforged. The full reveal of Warhammer Age of Sigmar is coming. All right. You'll see it all for the first time at a live event broadcast from the Dallas Open. We'll reveal the name of the box and show off everything inside. Then there'll be a series of demo Spearhead games hosted by commentators Paul, Nick, and Adam. There'll be an appearance from special guests. So the actual Mortal Realms Reforged is Thursday for me, Central Time, so that's the one Sly had in chat. Friday for our British friends. So early morning for British friends. And then we've got other time zones here. So make sure you do the time zone math. We've also got, that's not all for previews, the second preview on the following Saturday. Okay, so the Saturday right after. This is the one I was thinking of. Focusing on Instant Age of Sigmar. Tune in at 12:45 Central. I will be at my tattoo. On the Warhammer Twitch channel. Once again, link here in Warhammer community. There's reveals for 40K, Horus Heresy, Imperialis, and Necromunda. So, I will have to catch up after, but I'm not going to the open, no. We're working on the bathroom. Is there any new Stormcast? Yes. So they have done a few previews of the Stormcast. They've been kind of trading off between the Stormcast and the Skaven. So they're also on the community site if you want to take a look, Nova Ninja. Or yeah, tune into the preview to see all of them. Is that Ryan there? Welcome in. How are you today? Veritable, hello. How we doing? Let's see. Finally, 8:30 Central on Saturday evening. We'll be back at the Dallas Open for the Age of Sigmar Matched Play Masterclass, the first ever live stream of a 2,000-point game. In the hot seat are the current world champion Nicholas Tizone with a rematch with runner-up is it Tom Maudsley? And a Lumineth versus Skaven grudge match. This is a must-watch for every competitive player. Two will be pulling out all the stops to showcase the depth of the new edition. So if you want to see it, there is the match play as well. Teraya, thank you so much for that sub for 66 months of support. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. And that's what I got, chat. Yeah, so I guess if anyone wants to help in the Discord, I won't be able to, normally I throw screenshots in as we're talking about it. I won't be there. I'll be, getting tatted up, but should be fun. What are we hoping for these other systems, chat? Anything you want to see? Anything we wish listed? I guess we're getting Mechanicum and Tagmata. Oh, for Horus Heresy. Doing good. Hope remodel is going awesome. It's going. Happy to get to stream. I'm so glad that, yeah, we get to hang out and I get to stream today. I was a little worried. Legion Imperialis needs some aliens. You're in the wrong era, unfortunately. Horus Heresy is all about Marine on Marine. Yeah. Unfortunately. Avian says, I don't want anything special. Trying to not buy things. That's fair. That's fair. Hey, Jason. Space Wolves Codex is on the wish list. I don't remember where we're at with Roadmap. I don't even know what to... I don't think the Space Wolves are up next, but I don't think we have a new roadmap. We have what? Chaos coming and... I don't remember. Mechanicum for Imperialis. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Some things I think about here. Well, cool. I'm excited to see Skaven and then, yeah, whatever else they've got up their sleeve for the rest of the systems. But that's all we've got, chat. So make sure to check the time zones, check your times for that. All right, let's go back to our Apothecary. Codexes feel like they're coming out fast and furious, which is good. It's never fun to not have your codex while everyone else gets the fun toys, right? For anyone who came in, we're working on Apothecary Biologis. This is for our Salamander force. So the Infernus Marines we worked on last week, they'll be joining them. Let me get my gold out. We'll just keep diving in. I get Space Wolves after summer with some luck, or maybe next year, maybe. Yeah. I would also like to get back to my wolves, but I feel like we're a ways off yet. Still waiting to see. I guess we're not going to get Emperor's Children here soon, but I guess I'll go back to my wolves until then. Since Emperor's Children get their own little PDF. For now. Yeah, any other guesses for the reveals, chat? Hey, Raymond. They definitely increased the codex release rate to prevent what happened last edition. Started an orc project, very nice. Good time to hop in with some orcs. Welcome, welcome. What do you have for the, what you got lined up for the orcs? Chat? Same question. What are we all working on today? Or what were we working on this weekend? I know Sly was working on a lot of Lumineth. I tried to get some stuff prepped before we were stuck in with bathroom stuff. I got my Reaver primed for the challenge. But I didn't get to the actual airbrushing just yet. Green Tide, so lots of boys to start. I think that's always the tough part, right? The very infantry-heavy armies, getting all of that started. I've got NIDs, and it's always the little ones that are tough. I want new sculpts for Grey Hunters and Blood Claws, yeah. The old sculpts look great, but I want them in the new Marine size. I'm curious what they're gonna do with Thunderwolf stuff. Wolfen are still a pretty new kit, relatively. But yeah, I think Grey Hunters, because everyone's getting Terminators, getting Wolfguard makes sense. Trying to think what else I would put up there for a Space Wolf release. Get a character too. Working on Archie for the challenge this morning. Let's go, Zarin. Hey, Vesta, hello. Kit Bashing. Oh, Plague Sisters. That sounds fun. Welcome on in. Let's see. Before bathroom stuff, I got the Lion finished up, so I gotta get photos. And I got Thranduil, I think, finished up. I was gonna give him like one more look here before I go to photos. And then, yeah, this week's just gonna be weird. See what I get done. Alright, for those following along, I'm just doing some Nuln Oil along all of the recesses here. Because we will have to do a whole bunch of edge highlighting in white in a little bit. Go ahead and get our shade in here. Didn't we do an Apothecary the other day? No. Trying to think what you might be thinking of. We did some Infernus Marines. Trying to think what else it could be. A strange sense of deja vu. I've done this before, so I've done this model. We did it for the Imperial Fists, but that was a little ways back. Maybe that's what you're thinking of. This model's great. I really love this model. This and the Primaris Apothecary are both great. I probably need to do some conversion work to pull them over to my wolves, because I like the models a lot. Need to find an excuse. Pull them over. But yeah, we'll have, for the Salamanders, we've got the Hellblasters left. So started them. And then we hop over to Thousand Suns. We'll have Thousand Suns and some Imperial Fists together. So we'll have a Demon Prince, we'll have Magnus. I need to order the third-party torsos we use for that army. For some new rubrics, for the Scarab Occult. So I'll probably start the bigger stuff and then we'll hop back once all of that arrives. Summoners look really great at their upgrades. Yes, I'm really glad we have the upgrade sprue. Getting that special helmet, having the... So his army has the torches on like all of the sergeants and stuff, which is really nice. It makes a big difference. I think what else? Obviously the bathrooms, a lot of it. Ava mentioned Kaiju number 8. I've been watching that. We took a moment to watch My Hero Academia is also back. We watched that the other night. While we were cooling down and trying to get some dinner. I finally started Shogun, so when A Wasted Mind comes in, I need to tell him that I finally started Shogun. Shogun is very good. Anyone else watching anything good right now? What tattoos have I got? I have a Dragon Ball sleeve. So, I started with Shenron. Then I added my man, Piccolo. And Vegeta's back there. And then little Goku and big Goku. And then I go back on the 18th for even more. So it'll eventually be a full sleeve. We've got like one more big one on my forearm, and then we start doing little ones and filler. So start to fill it out for the actual sleeve. Gotta see how much room I'm gonna have left so I can start planning. Thank you, Nova. I'm really happy I found my artist. She has been killing it. Very, very happy I found her. Plus, she's super cool. We just go and we nerd out for like half the day. It's great. Because she also plays games, plays D&D, watches anime. It's great. We just go and nerd out, and then I come home with some sweet art. So it's really the best. Hey, Runestone, welcome in. How are you? I watched RoboDoc a little while ago. It's pretty great. I don't think I know that. Welcome on in. What is that? Hunter First has been watching X-Men 97. Was very reluctant to watch, but man, they actually made it. I've heard good things. I didn't grow up watching X-Men stuff, so I'm not super familiar with like the characters and stuff, but everyone I've seen like talking about it has seemed to like it. I actually hired someone who knows a thing or two. Imagine. Imagine. It's nice when you actually get someone who knows the source material. I feel like with comics, that's a little... Like, it hasn't been as bad as, like, the live-action stuff. I feel like the comics and things, they still do. Like, you still get a lot of the people who were originally involved. It feels like. Where, like, the live-action, it just goes off the rails. And you don't know what to expect. It's a documentary in the making... Oh, RoboCop from 1987. Okay. I think Scott was actually watching the actual movie RoboCop the other night, so it's funny. Good timing. That's cool. I do love documentaries. It's fun to just kind of have on and learn some stuff. Titan, welcome in. Doing okay today. How are you? Glad we get to stream today. I am also very excited to keep playing Phoenix Wright. We started Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney on stream on Wednesday, and I had so much fun with it. So thank you everyone who came by for video game day. I had a blast, and I'm excited to play some more. For those who were here Wednesday, what did we think of Ace Attorney? Those games are wild. It was like right off the bat, it was fun. We'll keep playing that here for a bit. Most of the old voice actors, oh, back. That's good. The new ones more or less stick the landing to sound like they used to. Love that. Get that nostalgia right. It's weird when someone doesn't sound the way that you think they should. Let's see, did you hear about the girl, Luisa Is it Melcher? Who filled a bunch of people with her intricate satire viral posts. She took an angle from Project Hail Mary. She said she was going into space on a non-return mission to run tests, send people and send back, and people continuously fall for it? No, I hadn't heard about that. That's nuts, Terrail. My goodness. It must be, like, very involved for, like, people to keep falling for it, right? No, I hadn't heard about that. That's pretty nuts. No, you're good, right? That's pretty crazy. Titan says, mixed to be honest, getting a lot of hours at work, and I didn't get the job I applied for as Chili's manager. Thanks for the birthday present, Chili's. That just means something else is on your way. That's how you take that. That wasn't the one. That wasn't the one. Something else is waiting for you. That's what that means right there. Well, I hope, yeah. Have you applied for other stuff as well? Like, is this, putting out a bunch of applications deal? Rise, welcome in. Technically, I got some rest. Did you get yourself a power nap? I'm not mad. I just want to make sure you get some rest. How are you? We're happy to have you. What time is it there? Answer. Cass, Will's trying to get me to dox myself. Cass. No, Will took us off the TV. We don't get to tattle on Will today. Cass, Will took me off the TV. Turn up your phone so Cass can hear us, please. She's well known for being super viral posts that are believable acting. People still fall for each different one. That's a talent. Like, if you're known for that and you can still pull it off, like, that's pretty crazy. That's just impressive is what that is. If you have that reputation and people continue to fall for it, that's impressive. Squeezel, welcome in. How are you? Aaron says, uh-oh, because I know you're ahead of us. My wife and I had to stop watching The X-Files. We found ourselves getting so irked off at it. So we started binge watching the old Gargoyle show on Disney. Yes. Oh, I remember watching that. Uh-oh. Okay. I guess slight X-Files spoiler. It's been like 20 years. But just in case anyone else is late to it like I am. I have found myself just not caring as much, Osiris, with Season 8 when we, spoiler, when we lose Mulder. I don't care enough. We kind of meme on Doggett. But, like, yeah, I don't care as much. I'm not as invested. I caught myself, like, scrolling through my phone the other night while we were watching, which I don't normally do. I don't care as much. You've built up this character over so many seasons, and now he's just gone. It's very strange. A 2-hour nap. I'm glad you got it. Squeezel, what you up to today? How was weekend? Says, oh, okay, I have not. This is an offer from a former manager at my work. Concerned about the overall longevity of my current job, so it's helping me get a place that was less tumultuous. That makes sense. I would say, yeah, this, if that's what you're worried about, go ahead and start getting that app out to more places then. The unfortunate part of just jobs right now is so many applications have to go in. Like, it's ridiculous, really. Knowing what some of my friends have gone through to finally, like, get out of where they're at. It's a numbers game, unfortunately. Cass, my lovely, I feel you and I need to meet, so we can set up a suggestion complaint praise box for Will to use at your discretion. Sorry, if it'd been my Apple TV, I'd be in trouble. I think that's the point. A Cass ambassador, yeah, an ambassador. I like this idea. We take it to the council. I used to watch X-Files, and now I'm no conspiracy theories in my life, which the show is based on. I think it's fun. I think the ones that I really like are the ones where they take, like, the local... Oh, sorry. The main, like, canon story, I don't really care. But the ones where they do, like, the local superstitious stuff, those are my favorite. I love how they, like, their takes on them are fun. Let me catch up here. We felt the same. Season 9 is just more of the same. We don't care about the characters. We even started making fun of Scully because the stuff she does in Season 9 or yeah. I'll have to... So, unfortunately, we've had to stop a little bit because of the bathroom remodel, so we haven't watched in a couple of nights. I think maybe once we get everything settled in here, maybe we can get back to it. But yeah, I may ask Slam what he thinks. I think he would probably be in the... If I had to guess, he'd probably still want to watch it just to, like, say that we've watched it. But yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Let's see, I thought it would go great in both my interviews for them, so it just felt off seeing them say they're going to pick someone else. I'm sorry to hear that. It is tough when you think you nailed it, and then... Unfortunately, sometimes someone else also nails it, and it comes down to a tough decision for them, so... I hope you find something, Titan. I wishing you all the best, but yeah. If you're wanting out, I would say go ahead and start applying to more, unfortunately. It's tedious, I get it. I used to be a recruiter, and it's not fun, but... Better to start now and get ahead of it than when you need to do it, like if you no longer have that position, if that makes sense. When it's no longer an option. I remember one later X-Files episode where a Mexican crime cartel had a psychic on the payroll. Give me more of that. Magpie, welcome in. How are you today? Cozy, welcome in. How are you? Oh, it's gonna be your new army. Do you have another army? Does it say like an additional army? Welcome in. If so, what have you got? Salamanders are great. They're my favorite chapter to paint. Between the color scheme, their custom characters. Like, my chapter is Space Wolves, but Salamanders are my favorite to paint. How are you today? They're just fun. They're just a fun chapter. Are we complaining about season 8 and 9 of the X-Files? We are, Jesse. Welcome in. How are you? How are you? Do you like... That's right. He gives the best boops and hugs. How can you say no? How could you say no? I'm a stand for Vulcan Hassan. There you go. Oh, Black Legion's my first and only army. Well, welcome on in. We are happy to have you. So, when are we starting some Salamanders? Salamanders, welcome in. We got Special Medical Marine. He's rolling out. How are you? He is joining our Infernus Marines from the other day. What are you up to? I roughly remember everyone who watched X-Files being upset about the Mulder departure. Yeah, it's just real weird. Again, I'll have to see what Slam thinks, but I wouldn't mind skipping on through. I'm not invested. That was the thing, is noticing that I was on my phone was pretty big for me. So, we'll see. It may be I skip ahead and Slam can power through what he wants to watch. We just meet back up when we have our boy back or something. Because I know there is a movie still to watch, and then when they brought it back, whatever that's called. Magpie says, my sympathies tighten on the job hunting. Currently doing it myself, and it's not fun, yeah. Sons of Borkheim, Wasted Mind, welcome in. How are you? Wasted Mind? I started Shogun. I am through episode 3 right now, so I'm still early, but I finally started it. How are you? That's my report to you, so I started it. Remy says, mine is Dark Angel. Something about moody space knights calls to me. Dark Angels are pretty cool. They've got some really cool characters and things. It's actually really funny. My husband and I, when we started Warhammer, I went Space Wolves and he went Dark Angels. So fighting right off the bat. Just how there's a Dark Tide board game. There is. You don't want to play the game based on the video game, based on the tabletop game? I don't know how it plays. I would be curious for anyone who does play it, what we think of the Dark Tide board game, but it is indeed. Let's see. Soon for the Salamanders. Just gotta get Vulcan painted first and then buy the rest slowly. A good plan. Good, good. Well, welcome on in. I'm excited to watch your salamanders grow. I've had so much fun with ours. Thoughts, it's really good. Waste of mine so far. Like, I feel like I'm not quite far enough to say a whole lot, but it's very good. I will continue here. Probably slowly just with the remodel, but I'll keep watching you. Blanca, thank you so much for that sub. For 17 months of support. Says, yay, it's Trim. My schedule's not been syncing up recently. I'm sorry. Always happy when we can hang out, Blanca, but totally get it. Life do be lifin'. How are you today? What you up to? Glad we get you today. Robes, swords, cool Terminators. Exactly. Exactly. I forget what was the real reason Duchovny was away from the show. So Slam looked it up because he didn't want like me to get spoiled. Apparently there was like contract stuff. So I guess Fox, the network, was trying to like screw him over on his contract. And he basically said, no, I'm out. So then they had to bring in the other guy. But yeah, it was contract stuff. The video game that most people played less than a month. Yeah. Yeah. Saw posted someone who painted the new Deathwing Knights as Black Templars. Oh, Assault Terminators? That would be, yeah. I feel like that'd be easy. Hey, Norman, here with audio. Welcome in. The fighting only happened on the battlefield in a very healthy manner. That's right. That's right. Well, I'm glad you're finally watching Shogun. You really need to stop using the robot devil hands to have these edge highlights. No, I won't. I need them. I need them. We gotta paint this guy, Wasted Mind. I've gotta paint him, and then we've got 10 more of his friends I need to edge highlight. I need them. How was your weekend, Wasted Mind? What were you up to? But yeah, as soon as I started, I'm like, I have to tell Wasted Mind. GW does a good job with co-op board games. In-game is great. I'm looking forward to Dark Tide. I do love co-op games. We were looking at Mansions of Madness and starting that, speaking of co-op games. Has anyone played that? It's the kind of co-op Lovecraft. If you're not familiar with it, the DM is actually, you can get an app and it will DM for you. So like you can have all players playing co-op. And I kind of want to try it. Phoenix, welcome in. How are you? Let's say, really enjoy your streams. You're a good person and a good painter. Oh, thank you so much, Nova Ninja. Thank you so much for checking it out and for hanging out with us today. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad we get to hang out and hobby together. Show. As usual, blame Fox. Yeah. It's, we'll see here. Knowing that the next season, so thank you, Osaren, for saying that. Knowing that the next season's kind of the same, which was, when we looked it up, that was kind of the vibe I got. I don't know. I might just skip it. Get the Cliff Notes version. Southern Mass says, after painting 50 Heresy Marines, I do not envy you. Edge highlighting makes such a difference, and it's such like the Games Workshop style. But man, it do be tedious. It's not a fun thing to do. You know? It's not what I want to be doing. But it makes such a big difference with these Marines. We will eat our hobby veggies so they look cool. Base of Mine says, repainted base rooms from blue to black on like 100 Marines. Speaking of hobby veggies, Waste of Mine getting his in as well. Well, good. I'm glad they're going to look all nice in uniform. Yeah, Nikki's good. It's the chat that's questionable, says chat. Life of Madness, thank you so much for that sub for 50 months of support. 50 months of Salamanders. How are you? Welcome in. How was the weekend? Oh my goodness, what's happening? Oh. I'm not used to that sound. Teraya, thank you so much for the bits. Thank you for the train. Choot choot. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm scaring me now. There's the little train. Jay Vic, hello. How are you today? Magpie says, meanwhile, for me, edge highlighting makes my ADHD hyper-focus go brrr. There you go. Butts, welcome in. How are you? Salamanders says, also Sony broke before the Helldivers did. Gets a reference Katie and more of my shenanigans. I did see that. Who else has been following the Helldivers drama? And it says, did some testing on the turret of the Layman Rest tank. I'm very happy with the camo scheme. Let's go. Let's go. Don't you hate the edgy highlights? It makes the menu pop on the table and it counts for so much. It really does. It makes such a big difference. Even though it's tedious. Sarah says, we have the Mansion of Man in this game. It's a lot of fun. The app is so nice. Stuff goes sideways so fast. Oh, I want to do it. I want to do it. Orbsmith Grizz, welcome in. How are you today? You forget bits are a thing? That's fair. That's fair. I think I do too sometimes. I tend to do the subs over bits. JPIC says, I'm good. Ooh, making Italian food. What you got, JPIC? What you got? I guess, is my airbrush eating its part, setting me back on 40k? I want to test some more marble. I try to get you GW to knows your work and potentially send you free stuff if you too like to provide free labor. You can edge highlight it up, yep. You can do that. The Freedom Divers got mad on their views. I mean, they should. They absolutely did the right thing. And I'm glad that, well, Sony's change is basically, hey, stop burning the house down. Because it didn't need to happen that way, but I am glad that it's going back. But it's been kind of a mess to watch. The drama been drama-ing. It has been. I don't even play the game. I was invested. I used to resist all over edge highlight. I'm starting to think it's easier than picking one light direction, shading the other side. No, Sony did something stupid, but how it affects the game I haven't kept up with. Okay, so I'll give like a super TLDR. Basically, Helldivers has been available for months on Steam, and people have been playing it and loving it. And I guess there was like an optional thing that was listed as far as like you might have to connect to Sony's stuff. Well, they made it so it wasn't optional anymore. It was required. You had to link a PSN to your Steam to play Helldivers. The problem with that is PSN is not available everywhere that you can get it on Steam. So there are countries where you cannot set up a PSN. So now you've bought this game on Steam, for Steam, you can't get PSN. So you can't connect it, which means you can now no longer play the game that you bought. And it's a nightmare. So, basically, even the dev said to leave a review on Steam and ask for a refund because you can't play your game. And so all weekend, people were doing that, and the game went to, like, mostly negative, or, like, overwhelming negative, whatever the cutoff there is. And so, like, early this morning, Sony was like, oh, just kidding, we're rolling that back. That's not gonna happen. It was a mess. It was a mess. They didn't need to do all that. Chapik says, I played Mansions of Madness once. We heard noises in the kitchen. We're like, nope, not going in there. Mission failed. We should have gone in there. Warpsmith says, I'm well. Currently finishing my 3rd Exorcist. Doing weapon swaps on the Battle Sisters. Let's go. Let's go. So I was supposed to have linked PSN accounts. Even the Arrowhead CEO said that. They turned it off because it would cause issues for players. Okay. Kareem was locked out of his account because of it. I think the fact that at launch, you didn't have to do that, and then they tried turning it on, when again, it's not even available to a lot of people in those countries, or you can't have a PSN. That's the problem here. And rather than being like, hey, we'll give you something if you you link your account, like a skin or something, they're just like straight up, you can't have your game anymore. And that's a problem. You can't do that. You can't do that. Yeah, 250,000 negative reviews later. Now we're caught up. Can't do that. But yeah, they had every right to be big mad. I think part of it too is the precedent that it sets if that stays that way. So like even as someone who does not play Helldivers, like I was upset about it. Because if they get it through once, they're gonna keep trying. Anyone against corporate greed stupidity is great. Yes, that's part of it for me as well. Someone in PSN wanted to bump their quarterly engagement numbers, convince the rest of the C-suites to agree. Yeah, I'm sure that's part of it as well. But yeah, they walked it back, so we'll see how it continues. Extra funny is the Helldivers stuff. Yeah, actively tweeting to do the negative reviews. Yeah. So it was pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Not like it was a thing. Yeah, I think that's another argument, right? They knew it was going to happen. They could have done this a lot better. Yeah. You could have taken a positive spin on it. You could have been like, hey, if you link your account, you'll get a skin or you'll get something in game. And like everyone would have been happy to get the thing. And to do that, taking away a game someone has already paid for and now can't access because of where they live is not the way to do that. Not the way to do that. Argilla, welcome in. How are ya? We got your boy today. How's your weekend? Sorry, before I forget, because those subs came through, I do want to say thank you, chat. We unlocked Partner Plus, so if you weren't here for Video Game Day, I do have news. We unlocked Partner Plus for the next year, so thank you. I get a better sub split with Twitch. Slide by what? So I get a better sub split, so thank you so much. That makes a big difference. So basically, with subs, I get a 60-40 split with Twitch instead of 50-50, and that's on everything but Prime, I believe. So thank you, everyone who helped with that. It's for a year, yeah. So the 3 months is to unlock it, and then I keep it for a year. So next year, we'll have to see where we're at to see if we need to push for it again. But yeah, it's for a year. So thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Enjoy your emotes, ad-free viewing for those who picked up your subs. But thank you, thank you. I want to make sure to say it again since I know not everyone is here for Video Game Day. So thank you. Thank you. If I watched the Fallout series on Amazon, I have. I really liked it. What about you, Nova Ninja? Did you watch it? More rat funds, that's right. That's right. JPick, what do you think of the Jezzails? What do we think of the new ratties? Yay! Well, I haven't checked myself. The mandatory connection to PSN wasn't in the original users license agreement, which is the source of contention. Yeah, I think that's the going back after the fact is really messed up. That's the messed up part. And then yeah, being able to purchase the game if you potentially would not be able to play the game later. That's also messed up. I'm glad to see them. That's my thought too, JPEG. I think they look great. They're definitely just a nice improvement on the old sculpt. And then the fact that they're in plastic is amazing. I'm a happy girl. I'll pick up some Jezzails. Still need to decide if I'm getting the box or not. I think it's probably just the easiest way to do it. And then find someone who needs Stormcast, but... You and your wife watched... Oh, okay, the first episode. What do you think so far? Who else has watched the Fallout show? What did we think? I think they did a really nice job, I'm not gonna spoil anything, of, like, doing the tone of Fallout. I think they did a nice job. Super curious for new Storm Vermin. Something crazy and big. It's probably a lot cheaper if you split the box. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, even if I don't know someone right now wanting Stormcast, even if I just throw them on eBay later or something. Probably still worth it for me, because I want all of the ratties. And I feel like everyone I've talked to locally also wants rats, so... Just gotta suck it up and get the box. I love it, the violence. It is pretty brutal. Yeah, it is. Yeah, we were kind of talking TV. We started with X-Files. Anyone else watching anything good? Fallout. I've got Shogun. I watched a tiny bit more One Piece before we started remodel stuff. Basically, the first day we started tearing things out, I crashed hard and I just watched One Piece for a bit. It was nice. Love both rats and Stormcast. Perfect box for you then, yeah. Perfect box. I don't have any Fallout background, so I gave the show a shot. Again, the first 3 episodes. Super lost. I don't know if I'll keep watching. That's fair. I was curious about that, Terea. Like, if you don't know the world and, like, some of the things happening, I'm sorry that you're lost in it. If you do have any questions, let us know. But I was wondering, because my mom also mentioned that she was watching it and she hasn't played any of them. I was very surprised she was watching it. And I remember having to explain a couple things to her. I think how the ghouls, like what exactly they are, I think she asked. And I was trying to remember what else she had. I kind of told her about the vaults, but I also don't want to like spoil anything for anyone watching. But yeah, if there's anything we can help with, let us know. But I was curious about that because I've played several of the games. This will be the first box I keep both parts. Watch Dune Part 1 again. Well, it's better than the newer Fallout games. I think it's better than 4 for sure. I still love New Vegas. I'm just sad that it keeps crashing on me. I'm just sad. I want to play this game. It's really fun when it works. It's just getting it to work has been, I don't know, most of my playtime. Trying to get it to work. 6-foot squirrel, welcome on in. A biologist, very nice. Thank you. This is what we got. He's going to be joining some salamanders. This guy's not done, but a little bit more of the salamanders. How are you? Is there anything you're working on? I love this biologist kit. I need to get one for my space wolves. They're so cool. Amazed how many people are happy to pick up Fallout 76 after watching the show. Considering what a cynical, contemptible start the game had. They've put a lot of love into it, though. So, like, launch was awful. I'm not gonna deny that. They've put a lot of love into it, and the community has really grown around it. So I think now, if people wanted to start it, like, it's worth checking out. Gonna download Fallout now to watch on the airplane tomorrow? Yes, JPEG. You keep playing New Vegas. Gotta get Prim a new sheriff, that's right. I watch passively while painting. Yeah, I would say if you do have any questions, let us know. But I get that. If you're not feeling it and you also don't have that, the nostalgia for it, totally get it. Little different at that point, I think. Which is always, I think, the concern when you like adapt something, right? Is if the people who have not played the game haven't put in stupid a number of hours like I have for Fallout, or some of us have. Is it gonna translate well? I think that's always the tricky part. Like book adaptations too, I think. Especially with like a shorter series like that. Yeah, you've got to do a lot of world building very quickly to make it work. Funny you ask. I'm new to Warhammer as a whole. Let's go. I'm actually working on a Primaris Apothecary for the first army ever. Yes. What chapter did you go with? Welcome in. I did. Let me get my photo back up. I did an Apothecary for this army too, so it was a little while back. I grabbed a photo so I could reference it. Here is the one I did. I love these Apothecary models. Will says, holy moly, kimchi burgers slap. What all did you have on your burger? Obviously kimchi. Did you do like an egg or bacon or what all did you throw on that, Will? It does sound really good. Ah, Space Wolves. Space Wolves is my chapter as well. Welcome in. Waiting for all of our new goodies to show up. Cass, what's in the burger? What was I learning to do? Oh, white mini, I'm excited. Yeah, so if you guys like this workup, white's a difficult color for a lot of people to work with. I'm gonna say it's difficult for me too because you have to paint around the white is always the tricky part. But if you like this workup, if you like his armor, this is, let me get all my colors. This is, I did London Gray as my base coat, so all over. I did Celestra from the top. So this is all airbrush, but you can do it with brush as well. Celestra. And then Ulthuan as my highlight. So that is the workup for the armor. And then we are edge highlighting with a pure white. So I use Reaper because it's a little easier to work with. You can use Vallejo or Citadel whites are a little rough. They tend to get kind of cottage cheesy. But that's what I've got if you like that. Let's see, Will had... We're still in all caps. Kimchi, a fried egg, smoked bacon, and homemade meat patty. Yum! That sounds so good. Avian, if you're lurking. Kimchi burgers, a hit. George Panda, welcome in. Will doesn't want to come have turkey legs with you. It's sad. I can't believe Will would do that to you. Cass. Will won't get turkey legs. Panda, how are you doing today? Welcome in. We're working on our salamander army a bit more. What you up to? Learning about kimchi burgers today. Let's see, I only did one conversion. I swapped the helmet from those funky but cool looking wolf helmets. Yes, I do that on some of mine too. They're so perfect for it though. How could you not? So good for it. I did that on my chaplain. I did the skull helmets. What's the Forge-World unit? The Deathsworn, I think. They have the like cool wolf skulls. I put that on my chaplain too. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of that unit, but it does look cool on the chaplain. Head swaps are just like the easiest way to add a little something something. Bill, welcome in. How are you? Are you back from your trip? Hello? How was it? I'm doing alright. Coffee just finished brewing. Need to get some. Let's go. Enjoy coffee. Funky, welcome in. How are you? Bealtan Guardians flashback. So much white. So much gemstones. Gemstone hell is real. How are you today? How was the weekend? It's, I didn't have a problem until I had to do some Rift Stalkers, which are all white armor. And it was like it was a few units of them. And then I don't know, I had a hard time getting those finished up. Just broke my brain a little bit. But then we did some Hospitalers, and they were cool. That helped. Now we're back to the Apothecary. Now we're cool with the light armor again. It's just those Rift Stalkers, for some reason, just broke my brain. When I get to the point of making my army 3k points, I plan on doing some with the Infiltrators and Cursors. That'd be cool too, yeah. Yeah. Oh, we planning already. I love it. Planning already. These also have lots of third-party customization bits to choose from. Yes. They really do. And they have enough unique kits you can kind of pull from too, which is nice. I think we need to start our silver, probably. So Tyler's mentioned, yeah, those are fun. They're a little stressful with all the white, but I enjoyed those. They look so clean when they're done is the a nice part. Doing it, stressful. Looking at them after, it's like, yeah. Yeah. It was good. Flight home was rough. Didn't land until after, 2 a.m. Too old for that. Traveling's like, it always wears me out too, no matter when you're going. Traveling's a lot. Well, glad you're back. Glad the trip was good. Let's see. Yeah, from 500 to 2k I've got figured out. Just know what to do for 3k. That's awesome. I feel like after, like, 1500, 2k, when you can start swapping out some of the bigger stuff, that's when Warhammer armies get really fun. Because you've got your basic duders all figured out, and then you get to start bringing the fun stuff. Get the bigger vehicles, more characters. Alright. Getting over silver. Mikey, welcome in. How are you? Bill says I painted a bit this weekend. Le Hulk is pretty fun so far. Good. Glad to hear that. Glad you got some painting time. Don't want to deal with that much stuff on the for Warhammer. I have found I've also started, just in general, just liking shorter things. So like shorter games. Not having to have as much stuff like you said. So like Titanicus I'm really excited for. Malifaux I'm really excited for. I just want to try a bunch of new stuff. That's kind of the mindset I'm in right now. I still love Warhammer and I'll keep all my stuff, but I just want to try some other stuff. That makes sense. Candace says, ooh, you got the Dark Oath box and you start assembling it. There were some cool models in that. I'm excited to see them, Panda, whenever you dive in. Green Tide Orcs, the fun stuff is the basic, guys. Yeah, if I ever did Orcs, I would do more big stuff. I would have to do more vehicles and things. If I had to just paint Orcs, I would go a little crazy. Single word descriptor for 2K list. Oh, cavalry. Okay. Okay. Going Thunderwolves, going bikes. You got planned. Titanicus, yes. Warcry. Or Warcry. Or Warcry. All those war bands going away. Titanicus, yeah. So Titanicus is... Oops. All the little titans. So I have Legio Krytos. I'm trying to get these guys finished up. So I've got some weathering to do on their little feet. And then all their weapons are magnetized. They're off right now. I've got these. I've got a Reaver Titan that I primed the other day. And I've got 2 more Warhounds. And then I need to see... I need to look at the mana pools and see what I can take and what I need to, like, kind of prioritize. Because I've got a couple little knights. I have another warlord, but I don't know if I can take it with that stuff. But yeah, I need to just see how all that works with, like, building a list. Because I'm not actually sure. Oh, it's so cute, right? Look at these little guys. Here's your first scale there. They're just cute. They're just nice little kits, too. They're easy to magnetize. I think for a mana pool, you really only need, like, a handful of stuff, which is nice. You can, like, spend time painting them, and... I don't know, I'm just way more into the skirmish stuff than I ever used to be. I used to be, like, give me all the Warhammer, I want all of the units, all of the things, but now I'm like, eh. I can get a couple different warbands of something, like, that's cool. Variety. Who are the bad guys in Legion Imperialis, the starter set? So you can make them whatever you want, is the fun part, Nova. So you would just pick a traitor Legion and paint them as that. So whatever you wanted to do. So I want to convert Titanicus models in some sort of regular 40k units. Marine-sized knights into Men of Iron or something. That'd be pretty cool. They're just really fun kits. They're speaking to me right now. So you guys can tell. I think, at least for a little bit here. Until the Skaven come out. Like, Warhammer's gonna be a lot of... 40k will kind of be my job here. My stuff will probably be more of the smaller stuff for a little bit. So, some Malifaux. I'll hop over to Skaven when those are out. But it's kind of nice just working on a bunch of different stuff. You know? This Apothecary is my first serious model. Tried painting some Intercessors. Just the shiggles. Alpha Legion, do it. Yeah, let's go. You say that to get all of 10 Thunders. I have, I think, everything but, like, the honeypot stuff. But, like, it's so many different crews and things to learn, so, like, I'm fine with that. That's still fun. They shelved the Tarantulas Warband before I even built mine. Oh no. I think I painted one dude of it. So I feel that reframe. Which stinks, because they were cool. They had, like, such cool flavor to each of them, and now... I mean, I guess you could proxy some in, but it is too bad. Rats with Pew Pew! We got to see the new Rats with Pew Pew today. I'm very excited. So I'm a Clan Scryer girly. I've got a bunch of Doom wheels. We were working on, I guess for... brands. We were working on the screen, but it's not done yet. But we're working on this the other week. Because I've had this since I started Rats, and I just never finished it, so we were going back to redoing the Warpstone on it. Trying to get that together as well. We probably need to do another Skaven day before the new stuff here on stream. Rev those brushes up, right? You see the Jezels? They're certainly Rats. They're a nice upgrade to the... Getting them out of the fine cast is the biggest thing, Blonde Cow. They are no longer resin, which makes me very, very excited. So I'll get the plastic ones, and then we probably need to force myself to finish the resin to go with them if we need more. But I am glad we have a plastic option. Makes me happy. Makes me happy. Need to paint up, relic blade stuff. Meeting time. Love y'all. See you on the other side. We'll see you later, Panda. Good luck with meeting. What's the lore? Oh, on the canister? I'm not actually sure. Chat, do you know the canister he is holding? I think I assumed something like that term again, but I don't actually know. You want to split up the starter box. What would you have as the bad guys? Oh, for the legions? I like Emperor's Children. I would probably do some Emperor's Children if I were to do it. That's probably the route I would go. I've seen some, let's see, I've seen a tiny Imperial Fist army. Pretty cool. I've seen Death Guard. I'm trying to think, has there been a legion you guys have seen a lot of Imperialis for? I think a lot of people used it to go like Sons of Horus and stuff too. If I was to get an Age of Sigmar, I would run Skaven. They're so much fun, Squirrel. Well, I mean, as a 6-foot squirrel, that makes sense to me. that makes sense. That tracks. Yeah. Yeah. They're a really fun army. I really love them. The fact that they can just as easily blow up in their own face as the enemies just makes them fun. That was knit samples. Oh, in a pickle jar. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't actually looked. It's just Red Bull. Just a giant thing of Red Bull. What if we painted as a big monster can? You think Argella would go for that? Just a giant can of monster. What if we just do it and better to ask forgiveness, right, than permission? How does one turn from I want everything, every unit girl into a skirmish person? Painting infantry. Painting infantry is how it happens, JPEG. And not wanting to paint infantry again. Having like 5 armies with infantry is how that happens. Just being like, you know what? I'm really tired of painting power armor. What if I painted this game that doesn't have any power armor? And I only need 5 dudes. Would you make somewhere so like a trader card? You could. Yeah, you could. What about monsters? Titans, do it. It was my idea. Argella, we were gonna make this just a big can of monster. What do you think? Agreed? We were trying to figure out the lore, but I think I like the monster idea better. Titan says to do it, so I think I'm good. I don't think I need your permission anymore. All I give back is ha ha ha. Bad painting kills the soul. Yeah, that's exactly it. And then you've got a couple armies you're doing that for. Soul is sufficiently crushed. A big jar of Baja Blast. The container is black and the liquid inside is green. That doesn't sound bad. I was just kidding, but... but... Go back here. Javik says, in order to buy less Warhammer, I need to buy more Warhammer and start a Space Marine army. Yes. Absolutely. There's not a whole lot of Space Marine units, you know, JPIC. There's not many. Fine. Blancas is the shock and awe at the table next to me when the lightning cannon did 15 mortals to the enemy general and exploded. That's hella loud. Mikey found it. I'm so sorry, I need to turn that down. I started to look for more sound effects before the bathroom remodel started. You found it. You win. I will turn that down for next time. Sorry about that, chat. Sorry, headphone users. That was not the intent. Scroll up here. This apothecary is a scientist, not a doctor. There we go. We are so not kidding. Yeah, I was kidding. Chat is not. Paint it orange and white, like the Gatorade kegs at football games. Oh my goodness. Could be monster DNA blood inside. True. True. I mean, we could absolutely throw some more green on here. How's the bathroom going? It's going slowly, Jesse. So I'll back up here because this may affect stream schedule and things. The initial plan was Scott's dad coming up on Friday to help us with the last bit of demo to get set up and work throughout the weekend. But he had to check on some of the houses that they have flipped and have now sold on the way up here. So the intent was check those and then come here and start the bathroom remodel. Unfortunately, the houses he checked on had some pretty big issues that needed to be fixed. So he got delayed, and he got here yesterday. So while he's here and we're working on it, we're basically like 3 days behind what we initially planned. So, all that to say, right now my stream schedule is the same. We'll still stream tomorrow and Wednesday. If I need to cancel one just because of noise and all of that, or if they need my help, I will post in the Discord. So let me throw the Discord in here as well in case you guys need it. Or if you just see I'm not on one day, it's because of the bathroom remodel. So it is going, but we are behind what we thought we were going to be, if that makes sense. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Part of me was hoping it was the Mulder scream. Mikey, we were talking earlier, like a few of us in chat, that I'm in season 8 now without our special boy, and I'm trying to decide if I drop it. I have found myself just not caring. I was gonna get your thoughts too. I don't know what Slam wants to do. I haven't talked to him yet, but down to the black container and green liquid. Okay, so I think what we'll do, I think this is normally black anyway, and then we'll do the green inside. We'll monster it up. Let's do that. Let me see if that's white, actually. Hold on. Nope, that doesn't help. Nope, okay. I can't remember if that's white or color. Green monster DNA, let's go. Oh, does he need a name, Markello? If you think of one, throw it in an email. We'll get a name for him, or on him. We need objections. That was my thought, Rise. So I started to, and then we started demo, so I didn't get to look through the rest of them. I also was looking at a different one where I think I can do like the GIFs on screen, and I just kind of got wrapped up in all of that, and I didn't know what I wanted to do at the moment, so I stopped. But yeah, we'll do some more. We do need some more sound effects and things. I just didn't get to dive in before demo stuff. So I will put a pin in it for now. Hold on, it gets better. Stick it out, doggy did grow on me. I should hold his own in a fight, which is nice. The one thing I did appreciate, and this was one of his early episodes, is it was like the... I don't want to spoil too much. Basically, there was like that cult town. And like, he went to go check it out, and the people were like, no, everything's fine here. And he like drove off a little bit, and he's just like, the vibes are weird. Like, I need backup right now. He just immediately, after these people, he's like, no, it's weird here. So I did appreciate that. I think it's fine. I think Scully's a little weird on her own. I don't know, something... It's off. It's off, and I don't like it. There's some growing pains, but it's worth it. Second half of season 8 is good. Okay. I was gonna see what... The thing I mentioned specifically, Mikey, is I realized that I wasn't carrying, and I was, like, on my phone while we were watching, which I don't normally do. So that was, like, my cue that I'm just not enjoying it the way that I've been enjoying it. So... We'll see, I guess. We'll see. Agent Doggett will carry the show. It took him a bit to get to the groove, but in an interview, it was his favorite role ever, and eventually it shows. I'm trying to think how I'd phrase it. Yeah, I think part of it is like Scully is so different too. Agreed on Doggett does get better. Welcome in, Slam. We were just talking about X-Files and how weird season 8 is. Because Saren mentioned kind of dropping it a bit. He was a bit further ahead of us. Chat's telling me to stick with it. I don't know. I don't know how much you heard as you came in, but I don't know, it feels weird. It feels weird, man. What are you up to today? Welcome in. We're salamandering. It's a not adjustment period. Yeah. Yeah. I told chat, in case you didn't hear it, I realized I was like on my phone while we were watching the other night, which I don't normally do. And that was like a clue to me that I wasn't like just paying attention as much as I normally do. You have a season and a half left. 2.5 if you do the revival season. Yeah, but like if you're not enjoying it. You're basically telling me like, yeah, you don't like it, but like keep doing it because you're already sunk cost. I'll give it a bit longer, but I'm still not feeling it. How'd you make the servo arms of apothecaries? That's what I'm actually using right now. Yep. I've got lead belcher as well. I'm sending it with a little bit of water, but that's all I'm using. Lead belcher is great. It's kind of my go-to for silvers. We've got some cables and stuff in here that we'll do, but I'm just using lead belcher. We'll do a unknown oil wash in a little bit. But yep, same thing. I'll just power through because I know Mulder comes back. I miss our special boy. It's just, I think the fact that Scully also feels very different is what's giving me pause. Like if it was just like just new guy, that's fine. I get it. But like she's so different that it feels weird. Slices, to be fair, I'm always doing at least one other thing. Usually I can like sometimes I'll paint because like I can pay attention while I'm painting. Me getting on the phone was a big realization for me. I don't normally do that. I don't know. We'll tough it out. But it do feel weird. It do feel weird. This is a big X-Files fan. The first season of the Revival is really, really good. The second season of the Revival sucks. Oh no. Not crazy, Squirrel. Nope. We're on the same page. Okay, well. I'll report back, chat. We'll report back. Alright, what color did I do the light back there? Do blue or yellow? We did yellow for this one. Okay. Perfect. Let's do that then. We'll power through and meme on the show. Yeah, we'll just dunk on it if we don't like it. Yeah, what you up to today, Slam? What else do we need while we're here? Got a purity seal still. We needed to start our monster energy. Maybe that's it for now. There's also another movie which I'm interested and scared, considering how crazy the other movie was. So. Let's see, adding some paints to my basket for the thing. Let's go. Then we'll do walk. Then maybe prime the nights. Let's go. Let's go, Slam. That's a productive day right there. I like it. I need to finish priming my Reaver as well. I need to join you. I got like the first round, so I have to go back and get everything where I was like holding on to their toes and stuff to airbrush. Go back and get the rest of them. I don't know how much I am helping with when they get back from... So Scott and his dad are at the... basically taking everything we have demoed to the dump and then picking up the new goodies to start new stuff. So I don't know how much of that we're doing today. Second movie is great. It's a standalone story. It's actually kind of scary. If nothing else. The first movie was wild, so I'm excited for whatever the second one will have. After spending too much time awake. Oh, I'm sorry. Except for me sleeping super late after spending too much time awake. Oh yeah, how is, I think UK friends? You have a bank holiday today. Everyone enjoying the day off? I need to get our turquoise. Let me get that real quick. My girlfriend is Indian. The other day we watched some, Indian romance movie. Gotta say, cultural differences sure are strange. They're really fun to learn. Really fun to learn. I guess, was there something that stood out? Curious now. That's another thing. Curious about the lamps on these guys. I'm not sure what colors to do for it. Sure, so I'm matching one I did before. So we did yellow on the previous, so I'm gonna stick to that. I think another army I've done blue, so you can do more of like a blue light if you wanted. You can kind of make them whatever. I'm just matching a previous army, so that's why I've gone with this for mine. The off is so needed, I'm glad. I have a hobby question. What are the sprue clippers you use? I have ones that work, but they're getting kind of old. I'm gonna be honest, I use the cheap ones from our hobby store. So these are just, I think they're Xuron. It's actually removed here. But yeah, Xuron, Xuron. Exclamation gear, yeah. They're in there, but they're just the cheapies. This one unfortunately lost its spring like forever ago. So I got another pair, but like I'll still use both. They've lasted me. I think I've had this pair since I started the hobby. So don't have to get anything too crazy. I think Army Painter is actually the same brand, just they throw their name on it. So. Got a new hobby board game store. Oh, in my town. Just opened in the last year. Slightly higher prices, but I'm glad I have a new place. They have a board game library. You can check out and play them there. I love that. I miss. We had one of the board game like cafes that came in, but then it didn't survive COVID, and I'm really sad about it because it was really fun to go and like check out board games. As someone who doesn't have the money to invest in that many board games, it was nice to like be able to go try them out. But yeah, ours didn't make it, unfortunately. But they had like, you would pay a cover charge, and then you would like get food and play games. If they ever decided to try it again in this area, I would absolutely go. It was really cool. The way the guy approached the girl, he meets her in the rain after fixing her bike, follows her to her tutoring session. They're in like high school or something. Keeps interposing himself in her path. Apparently the technique works, but it felt a little weird to me. Yeah, it's a little weird. Anytime alcohol was on screen or implied, there was a health disclaimer on screen. That's interesting. What else do I need? Hold on. We need to do more of the shoulders. We do have an eagle here, or Aquila, I guess. Let's get this purity seal because I keep forgetting it, and then we'll do that. Cheaply will do as long as I handle use. Yeah, no, those are pretty great. I know some people like swear by the God hand clips and stuff. I don't think they're worth it. Is why I said it that way. Keep good. Oh, the owner was super awesome. She was like, we have snacks and drinks here, but if you want to bring your own, that's fine too. That's pretty crazy. Usually that helps them out quite a bit. That's surprising. I guess if they're a full store too. I'm glad you've got a place there, Panda. Yeah, I know you play way more board games than we do. I don't think you were here yet. I mentioned that we want to start Mansions of Madness. Have you played that? We were going to try it with the app DMing. Trying to just talk my D&D group into trying a bunch of different things, and that's one that we've had and I want to try. It's called, is it Moon? It was interesting. My favorite part were the awful special effects in the film. They're so bad they were funny. The main character gets schizophrenic at one point. His hallucinations are just bright SpongeBob Davy Jones green. That's fantastic. I love that. That's pretty great. Let me look up the actual Biologis, because I don't remember exactly how this container works, or looks. Apothecary Biologis. Okay, here we go. It is white in the front. Knew it. Okay, cool. Get the rest of this container together then. Finally, F1 was good. I was trying to wait because I think Butts was catching up. But I was very happy with what happened with Formula 1. But I won't spoil anything. Have you done Cavalry before? So I have. I was wondering if the wolves from that size up with Primaris Marines. I haven't been able to test it with anything. Like, I don't have any on bike or something where I could put them on the wolves. I've kind of waited until they get their codex just because we don't have as much Primaris stuff. I feel like you could, but I haven't yet, so I can't say for sure. I was kind of waiting to see if we get new ones, too. Because if we get new puppers, I will just get new puppers. I would like some new puppers. So I can't say for sure, sorry. I feel like you could probably get, like, biker marines and give it a try. But I have not myself, sorry. I have first ed of Mists and Madness, which is pretty different from second ed. First doesn't have the app, but I've heard great things, and I do want second ed. Okay. When we play, I will report back. Because, yeah, trying to get the group to play some more stuff. D&D is great, but we've played a lot of D&D. I'd like to try some other stuff. Kind of the same thing, right? Just having something a bit smaller to try other things. Doing more, like, one-shots and Monster of the Week type stuff. The thought of committing to another, like, full campaign is just too much for me right now. The minis are super cool. I don't think I've even looked at minis. I'll have to go back, Panda. I don't think I realized there were minis. We have research to do. You've heard good things about it. Hey, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome everybody coming in. We are working on Apothecary Biologis. How was your stream? Tell us all about it. Welcome on in. Let me turn this back around. So he is going to be joining some Salamanders. These aren't done yet, but here is a unit of Hellblasters that he'll be going with. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Nordic's Raven. Hello, KT. How are we doing? Let's see. I plan on jamming a campaign of the Fallout RPG for my friends. Nice. What system is the Fallout one in? That'll be fun. Welcome in. Raiders, welcome in. If there's anything we're working on, we'd love to hear about your projects. What do we got going on? Let's see, stream was good. Blood Bowl 3. Chat, if you want to check out some Blood Bowl 3. We've got some Blood Bowl players in the house. Go check out that stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. How are the games today? As Investigator... Oh, and Monster Minis. Okay, well, I'm gonna take a look at that, Panda. If I can get something painted up before we play, that'd be fun. Welcome in, everybody. A 2d20, okay. Well, I'm excited to hear how that goes, Nordics. Let me know when you do get to play. When are you wanting to start that up? You're painting Vegeta based on my video. Thank you. Thank you for checking out the video. Only wondering how to do the Super Saiyan hair. Yeah, I've not done that yet. I've got, let me show you what I'm on right now, KT. Bring it back. Working on our boy Goku right now. This one's fun because it's a 2-for-1. I got the stare down. So it's Goku and Frieza, and then they kiss. But yeah, working on Goku right now. Getting all those skin tones. That's so cool. I'm glad you're doing one too. Makes me happy. Let's see, they were okay. Been painting Warcry. Ooh, Iron Golems. How are those coming along? We're in Diet D&D. Oh, we have Descent. We just need to get our group to play more things. But yeah, we have Descent as well. We played, I think, an earlier edition of that, and Scott liked it. And then we got the new stuff. Oh, you have played Mansions of Madness. It was good. Now that I see it, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm curious. Scott showed me, he pulled up, like, the first little mission on the app, and it seemed real neat for the DMing part. Because it, like, actually has, like narrated and takes you into the little room and stuff. It seemed really cool. We just haven't been able to play somewhere. Mark says, once I finally ship my stuff, getting some minis terrain stuff, hopefully soon. I opened a request on info because I paid for shipping, 2 weeks ago. Next is Broly. Broly is like, I'm having a hard time deciding, like, what to work on next. with the repaints. Like, I just want to paint them all. Good, that's gonna be so much fun, KT. I'm glad you're enjoying those. I've had a blast with them. Just learning the cell shading is so different. It's really fun to play with. First the avatars, no Goku and Frieza. Nikki's making all the mish mush. That's right. I know what I'm here for. I know my job here on Twitch. And it's to make them all kiss. Because that is a mini I really want to paint. Make a stat block for called the, oh my gosh. The Infernal Hulk? Stat block for 5th ed, there you go. Yeah, cell shading Bug Goku. I do need to work on a cell at some point. The only thing is good, all those splotchies I have to paint. All those little splotchies for when we do them. At least the line will be shipped before Rust releases. Can't force them to smush. No, he's just gonna smush everyone else. You think Goku only smushes Frieza? No. Please mind, do you know how full my game room is? It's really fun to paint them like the anime colors. It's very hard since I normally paint with contrast. Yes. It's very different too, just getting the very... fighting the urge to blend, I think has been my hardest part. Leaving that very solid line is very weird to like wrap my head around. And yeah, just getting the lighting to where it does that is nuts. The one I was trying with Goku was trying to paint over the colors that come on the miniature too, which is very interesting. Because if you goof up, you're basically having to get back to the plastic. So I don't know that I like that, but it's fun to try it on this one. Kind of like knowing that I can go back and rework things if I need to. So that's been fun to learn as well. If you guys would like to see more of my anime repaints, those are on my YouTube. I started with Vegeta and I did a Piccolo. So if you guys would like to see that, those are coming soon. Russell's gonna make banana furred offspring with all the minis in your gaming room. All the banana fur Imperial Knights. No, the lion is. A lion. When tattoos? 18th. Here soon, Live Madness. Here soon. I had to do a Saturday one because I have stupid jury duty coming up. Otherwise, it would have been sooner. Stupid jury duty. Mad about it. Mad about it. So I had to do a Saturday. The next one, she did say we probably have to break up, so it'll probably be 2 sessions for the next one, just because of so many different colors. So the next one is the filler outfits. But between Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo, like, obviously that's a lot of colors, so it'll probably get split up. I'll probably have to do 2, which is fine. Hey, wait! You brought it up, Wasted Mind. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's just out there chilling with the Tyranids, with the Eldar. Just having a good time. The Space Wolves. I'll know your mom too. Jury duty, man. The worst part is Scott and I have it the same week. Scott has Wednesday and I've got Friday. And I don't wanna. So we'll see. Kind of hoping I don't have to go in. Kind of hoping that by Friday they're just like, nah, no more. We're good for the week. We'll see here. I don't think Scott's gonna be so lucky on a Wednesday. I may wiggle out of it. Can you deny jury duty? You can, if you actually have something, you can, I think, delay it. I don't think you can full on get out of it. But if you've got, like, if you think young kiddos, if you're like a caretaker, things like that, you can get out of it or delay it. But otherwise, you go and you do your civic duty. I feel like a little guilty because it's like if I ever needed a jury, I wouldn't want them to be like, I don't want to go. I want to get out of it. So I'm trying to like be positive about it, but Because I wouldn't want whoever's on my jury to be like, I don't want to be here. You know? Termkin says, no. See, I do hope it's like Phoenix Wright when I go. I'm glad we prepared this week, so I know what to do. I know what to expect from the defense. A lot of slapping on tables, I have found. What else did we learn, chat? What else did we learn from Phoenix Wright? We will be playing, as long as remodel stuff doesn't change our schedule. We will be playing more Phoenix Wright on Wednesday. I'm pretty excited. You must fist bump the table, that's right. Pat the paper, like you kept doing. This mini painter is accused of mass mini smushing jurors who weren't interested a minute ago. I have to bring my own evidence to the court. Wasted mine. Terribly sorry. I need the lion a bit longer. Terribly sorry. Not to get crushes on the super pretty boss lady. That's right. The hardest lesson we learned. The hardest lesson. And then scream hashtag free butts. That's right. I'm glad we learned a lot on Wednesday. Thank you, chat. I'm glad. But I'm excited to play more. That was a lot of fun. It's like right off the bat, the insanity. It's great. Here for it. Go ahead and tell them you support Horus Lupercal. See what happens. I find that one nerd is what's gonna happen. They're gonna be like, what did she just say? And then I'll get picked. And then, yeah, that'll be that. Alright, let's get the rest of the silver on the container. That way we can wash all that at the same time. Anyone else working on some stuff today? Got some more friends join us this morning. What projects have we got, chat? Depending on how renovation stuff goes tonight, like if we do have like some downtime, I'm gonna try and get the Reaver airbrush later. I was trying to decide where I want to put like the white. So like the Warhounds have the stripes, like chevrons. I need to decide what I want to do for the Reaver, or I want to put a little extra. I haven't decided just yet. But I'll at least get the base coat and then get ready to do that. Let's see, 3D modeling some sci-fi roads in Blender. Oh, for 15 scale miniatures. That's cool. Mickey has questions for jury duty. Erebus did nothing wrong. I speak only in Warhammer. I mean, that's a good way to come back home early. They're like, she's clearly insane. Never again. Never again. Anyway, so the project I'm working on tonight is my games. Got Jim. Been more working the 2 kill team marines on my desk. Let's go. Glad you're cruising on that kill team. I've never been picked for a jury. It's like the lawyers can smell my politics. I was curious, like, if I do have to do, like, the interview and stuff. Because I've never had to do it before. They've always told me early to not even come in because I had enough people. I feel like that might be something. Knowing that ours are similar, but I was wondering if that would be part of it. And Jury 13, what do you think of the defendant? Purge the unclean. Right off the bat. That's how I get to come home. Attorney asking her, which tattoo on your arm is Erebus? That was the other thing. It's like, well, wait, do I have to cover up my tattoos when I go? Like, I wouldn't think so. But, I don't know. I don't know how fancy I need to be. The only place I've been in the last, like, 3 years is, like, the game store. I have to cover these up. I was slowly plugging away at the Vindicators. It's just them and the Quester can use the Codex for kit bashing. Let's go. Making good progress, it sounds like. Let's get the rest of his little lens. So I guess for painting the lenses, we did Uriel yellow And I'm gonna get Dorn Yellow out for in the center where the light is brighter. So that's what I'm gonna grab. How do you get elected in America? Is it random? Yeah, like Butt said, every handful of years it goes out. And the lawyers ask questions to decide if you're fit. Like, I haven't had a summon in quite a while. And then once you do serve, there's a period where you can't get called again, which I think is like 2 years. There's so much crime everyone has to do sometimes. I mean, it can be for little things, too. Not everything is, like, a big thing. So, like, we're not in a big county, so, like, ours is very, very minor stuff. But it's still a jury, yeah. And that's kind of part of it, too, is, like, you get called for a certain day, but if they settle out of court or, like, it's resolved before the court date, then you don't have to go in. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people here. There's a lot of people. It's very big. But yeah, essentially you have your time, but then if you don't actually have a trial that day, then you don't go in. They just tell you, we don't need you. So like the last 2 times that I've had a summon, that's what they've done, is I haven't actually had to go in. We'll see what happens this week. If I have to go in, I have to go in. That's okay. Then I will learn the process. As far as I know, jury duty is done by county here. The bigger the county, the lower your chances of getting called. Yeah. You got more people coming in. Minor stuff. Who tipped over Farmer Henderson's cows? Who stole the L from the pool sign? I hope I get the cow case. I hope I get it. But then, yeah, there is always the chance that you have, like, the big trial that goes on a few days, and you just never know until you're there. I'm trained. That's right. We did the stream. I clearly know what to expect. A lot of slamming tables. I got my point down. Set. I'm set. What else could I possibly need? Okay. Oh, I forget this is actually like part of the cloak. Hold on, chat. Like pockets. I always think it's a separate thing. It's not. Constantly shouting, objection! Miss, please sit down. You are not the prosecution. I know what I'm doing here. I know what I'm doing. I've been able to call the night before every time I've gotten summons. They just say they don't need anyone. Yeah. I'm hoping, because it's Friday, that'll be the case again. But we'll see. We'll see. If I do have to go in, not a big deal. It's a weird week on top of the renovation stuff. Any other week, I'd be like, okay, whatever. But it's like, ugh. Everything's on top of each other this week. Oh, Butts Mrs. Butts is on a grand jury once. She had to go in a bunch of times over like 6 months. Oh my gosh. She had a big case then. That's crazy. Former coworker of mine was on a jury for a pretty crazy, murder trial? Part of me just doesn't like that responsibility, you know? Like, you get to make the decision on that. That's a lot of, I don't know. That's pretty heavy when you're to that point. That's pretty heavy. Exotic raccoon breeder versus waste management. Nikki's excused due to conflict of interest. That's right. Imagine one of the cases all against Musk. You've got me like, oh god, he's not in my county, so I should be okay. I panicked for a second because Tesla's down here. Tesla's down here. Panicked. I know it's shared, but still, like that's pretty heavy. That's pretty heavy. You're right, though. You're right. I do think it'd be interesting to see like the whole process, you know, but we'll see. I'll report back, chat. I'll either have a neat story or I'll work on the bathroom. One of those things will happen, and I will report back. Remember that tweet that said, I have jury duty with a guilty innocent poll? Oh no. I don't think I saw that, but oh no. I mean, it would be one way to get you out of jury duty. If anyone saw that, that's a good way to get you out. Will says, I just asked my entire house. Apparently only my mom has ever been called in for jury duty, and the case was dismissed. That's nuts, knowing that many people get, like, called and then don't go in. I feel like there has to be the flip side, right? Where there's this one person that just unfortunately always gets picked. Always gets called. I feel like that's always how it works, right? Since none of us are going in, there's this one person. Most court hearings aren't public here. Only persons related are relevant to the case. Exception is interest of the people. Yeah, they aren't here either. It's just who's in the courtroom. Except for the big ones. Well, they are, like, allow it to be televised. But yeah, same here. It would just be the major ones that are more public. They probably do walk in and just sound guilty. I won't go home. I mean, if they've had to do it several times, then can you blame them? Like those people who said they can be impartial to Trump, but then they found their old tweets calling them an idiot. Yeah, that's the... Actually, I think especially when you get, like, that high profile, like, how is anyone impartial one way or another? That's difficult. Gotta go find someone who's been living under a rock for how many years? I made that same joke, Will. But the trial of my peers, no wonder I'm never selected. Nobody's on my level, that's right. That's right. Daddy Will and I, same page. Fountain bars. Matt's by Mars from Malifaux. Yes, that's the ones we have. It has the, like, the deployment and stuff already marked out. Yep. It's really nice. I think the only thing is I do have to, like, it's rolled up to store it, and it does kind of curl a bit. So if you prefer the more, like, neoprene, where it won't do that, would be the only thing. But I like that all the deployment stuff's already on there. It makes it really easy. Especially when you don't get to play as much. It's easy to set up. Thank you for translating my father's Southern to regular English. Will's dad gonna join the rap battle here this weekend. Yeah. Yeah, I like it, Mikey. I would recommend it. Unless you just really don't like the curling. Because I know some people prefer the more, like, neoprene. If you're one of those, then maybe another option. But we like ours. Paint's ordered. Let's go, Slam. Step 1, done. I'm excited to see. There's our rap battle. Did you guys, you missed? Drake and then Kendrick going at it. And now Will's dad. I'm excited about this. Bartle. Yep, rap Bartles. George Panda says, I have a big mat for Twilight Imperium, 3x3. Kind of the same thing. For, like a Warhammer mat. I don't think I knew that board games had them as well. I always think Warhammer. That's not a rap battle. It's more like Kendrick beating the living daylights out of man. Yeah, that's more accurate, but... That's more accurate. It's a lot of diss tracks, Will. And kind of crazy to catch up on. Teddy Roosevelt had the best rap battle history. Will's like, I'll catch up on this talk right here. But Imperium is so cool. I've heard it's very good. Our group is definitely not invested enough to give it a shot, but I've heard it's good. Which, for as long as you're playing it, I would hope it's good. I haven't played it yet. You're in the same boat, trying to talk friends into it. That's fair. Yeah, I don't think our group would ever be down for it. If another group was playing it, I would try it, but I don't know enough or have the desire enough to get it and learn it myself. I would try it with others, though. His personal favorite is Gates versus Steve Jobs. I'll be honest, I think I've only watched a couple of them. Sadie going on. It's a special kind of person to want to play that game. Yes, hi Sadie. I feel like it's the people who are very invested into board games. Sadie, it's okay. She says no, not okay. That is my dog, if you've not seen Sadie. She's I'm gonna mute for a second. Here, I have... This is for Terea, because she mentioned it the other day. She just made the silliest noise when I picked her up. Here's Sadie. Say hi to Terea. Hi to chat. Maybe not bark at the truck for forever. She's a bigger baby. Oh, big yawn. Big yawn. Don't mute my mic. There's our floopy girl. When you hear her going ballistic in the background, this is who it is. I think she's also upset that Scott's gone. So, Cake, hello, how are you? She protect, she attack, she do it all. But there she is. Can you be quiet now? Can you be quiet? We'll see. She says. Goodness. All right, I'm gonna close the door and then we'll go back to painting. Okay. We tried. We tried puppy time. Dog more important than greeting, all good. Cake, I hope you're having a good day. How was weekend? You're headed back to lurk. Thanks for lurking. We are working on this apothecary. He is gonna go with the salamanders we were painting the other day. So he's cruising along. But that's what we got. Cake only loves you for your dog. That's fair. Understandable. Understandable. Poor baby, when daddy is gone, she must protect. There is a truck out front, and you all need to know about it. My cat likes Sadie. He jumped on the table to look closer. Oh, new friend. New friend. Thank you for appearance of baby dog. She's adorbs. She is cute. We gotta get this barking under control. I don't mind, like, the barking when she's playing, or, like, when there's a loud noise. Like, that's fine. It's the barking at every little thing that's just... Some days it's too much. And I go a little crazy, you know? Weekend was exhausting. Partly my own fault. I should have napped on Sunday. Well, Well, hopefully you get some rest here, Cake. All right, we need to do our wash on the fabric and the purity seal. So let me get a purple. Cake says a little bit. I mostly love Nikki for her sweet self, whimsy, soothing voice, and pretty eyes. Thank you, Cake. Chat, look at that. Chat. Rest of chat here bullying streamer. Thank you, Cake. Nope, that's not what I want. This one, I think. Cake does have the smooth talk. Sorry. Didn't say tall eyes. Compliment incomplete. As wasted mind doesn't give one. I understand. Just teasing. Just teasing. The lion's gonna smooch so many things. Alright, we're going to thin out. Instead of doing a wash, I'm gonna use, I think, Zarius purple. If it's not dark enough, we're gonna go to Nagaroth Night. I think we're gonna try this first. And we're just gonna thin this out and use it like a wash. Looking at it now, I think I'm gonna go straight to Nagaroth Night, actually. It seems a little bright. So just kidding, chat. What else is Cake? You stay away from my wife. But I want to be your best friend. Your days are numbered, Will. Your days are numbered. The line suddenly repainted. That's so weird. How did that happen? So weird. Why is he a space wolf? I seen the new Pew Pew unit for Skaven? I did. What do you think, KT? I'm excited. Even just seeing them in plastic is exciting, but I think they look great. Chat, for those who didn't see it earlier, what do we think of the new Skaven? We've got the Jezzails shown off today. And then we have previews coming. So I think it was the 16th for Sigmar, the 18th for all the other systems. I did mention we usually do kind of a chat along in Discord for the reveals. I won't be there because I'll be getting my tattoo. But if you guys want to chat along with the other reveals, that'll be in our Discord. I'm sure someone else will throw photos in there. But yeah, we got more stuff coming. Oh, did I stop reading chat out loud? Chat? I don't know. I feel like it's, you know, I have all those people that like to lurk while they're working. And if I don't read chat, they're not going to know what we're talking about, Will. They're not going to know. New Jezzail's live, man. Yes. So the sniper ratties. We're getting new ones. Cass, Will loves you with all his heart. Aww. We'll start with that one, and then I'll go back. Cass, Will doesn't want you to have cake. He's so nice. Sometimes. Sometimes. I think we started well. We'll see where that gets us, chat. If you would just let us have the Cass ambassador, Will, it might help smooth things over. The ambassador. Right? We tried to do it the easy way, Tarea, and you fought us. We tried to be helpful. Fought us. Just give ambassador, please. Please. I'll be nice because I know Will's family is there. I won't read that one. Until Will takes me off the TV for a burger again, and then I'm going to read everything. I am a fickle streamer. We are trying to be peaceful. Thank God, my mother is in the room. Excellent. Good to know, Will. Just good to know. Don't worry about it. Good to know. Alright, there's our gold. We're gonna go ahead and get the silver on the lens, now that the yellow is dried. A pickle streamer, yes. I am the pickle streamer. Speaking of, Bill just reminded me. I was watching a streamer do a charity. She's doing St. Jude for the month. And one of her incentives was to eat one of the, like, what are they called? I just blanked out on the sour candy. Warhead? It's the Warhead pickle. So it's like extremely sour pickle. And I felt so bad for her. So I don't want to be the pickle streamer, but I thought that was a pretty crazy incentive for it. It just sounded awful. It's been really fun watching everyone do the St. Jude fundraising, though. William is saying 2-for-1 opportunities exist. They do. They do. Panda says, Will's mom, your son is great and makes me belly laugh. That's sweet, Panda. Will's mom. We can do the awkward noise and comments thing, like when a friend answers their phone. Now is the time, chat. Will's mom, your son has an interesting Google search history. Ask him about the Ren Fair. Ask him about the Ren Fair. She heard that? Say hi, chat. She's reading on the TV. Hi, Mom. Hi, Will's mom. Your son makes me smile. You did a great job. Hi, Mom. Here's what I'm working on. And do show and tell. Look, Mom. Look. Look, Mom. I'm working on these. And what else do I have? I have a Thranduil. I can show that off. Oh, I need to get the, I think we're going to magnetize this as well. There's Thranduil? If Will's mom only knew. If she only knew. Ooh. There. I wanted to show off to Mom. If only. Anytime I see someone pulling jelly beans where half of them are gross, oh, the other half not. Brings to mind the scene from Harry Potter, yeah. It was earwax or something to that effect. Yeah, there's the, people do those too for the charity events. I forget what they're called, but yeah. Those are also a thing. Moms love seeing minis you painted. Could you tell my mom, please? Could you tell my mom that mom's like that? Thank you. Yours don't look nearly as good as hers. My mother, everyone. Oh no. No. I love your miniatures, Will. I need to see more of your miniatures, actually. While we're here. I love the scenic bases. Yeah, the display bases where you can still have your game base. They're the best. I love minis like that. R. Scott, thank you. Bean Boozle. That is the one. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, a lot of people will do those for, like, the charity stuff. Not me, but other people. Always, I don't know. They bring in the money, that's for sure. They do bring in the money. Hope you're having a good day. Mini Butts is obsessed with the idea of feeding those damn jelly beans. We're gonna make a streamer out of Mini Butts yet. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. Yeah, but when we dress Nikki paints Minnie Sullivan in the ICU, William saves lives? I could do something. Sure. Yeah. Sure. You should do the spicy ones. I would not make it, for sure. I would not make it. Oh, sorry, I'm thinking hot ones. The, like, spicy beans, you mean. Jelly beans. Hey, Detective Paws, welcome in. I saw what looks like rebranding of war paints. I'm curious if you tried any of them. I bought the metallic boxes set a while ago. Wanted to see if you had any opinion. Is that the Army Painter? If it's Army Painter, I have not. I'm not a big Army Painter fan, so I will probably pass on them. If anyone else has tried them and wants to chip in, please feel free. But no, I have not. Welcome on in. How are you? Check it out. Hello. How you doing today? Waving on in. How we doing? Watch me torture my dad's probably a really lucrative stream concept. True. Automod got your mom, it did. My mom says, and I'm quoting here verbatim, there's so many people in the world that you could interact with. Thank you for interacting with my son and being kind to him. If any of you need a hug, Mama Will is here for you. Please don't let my son become a keyboard warrior. Goodbye. I take this hug, Mama Will. I hope you have fun there with the family. I mentioned doing burgers. Hope you guys have more stuff planned. I think the line just came out this week. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure when. Yeah, I tend to avoid Army Painter. I really don't like the old lines. I'm sure there are lots of other reviews if you want to check out YouTube's. But yeah, I will probably pass just because I have not liked their previous stuff. And I've already got a ton of other paint. We're trying to gloss William for that sick burn from his mom. Mama Will is one of us, yes. Yes. Weird, I have to allow that again. William uses caps like a keyboard warrior. If the keyboard fits. I haven't tried the new Army Painter, but I've noticed that some of the reviewers that are sticking them after the reviews, so they've generated some loyalty. That's a good sign. Yeah, I will skip on them, but for those who like Army Painter. First my wife, now my mom. Where does it end? Are you sure you want to know that answer? Are you sure? Ooh. This is the old. Hold on, chat. This is my old pink word. Need to get my new paint. Ah. It ends with Cass and Bass. We've given you the answer. With Nikki, Cass, and Will's mom on a trip to Japan, with William working overtime, feeling bad, man. That's absolutely what it is, yeah. Bandy Goblins, welcome in. I screwed up. I thought my son had a dentist appointment this month. It's next month. Let's load off my checking account this month. Well, that's good. Now you know to, like, prepare for it, which is also nice. How are you today? I'm poor. The price on singles helps. If the paint is not great, I could stick with the IKEA acrylics from the kids section. I would say, for me, and I don't know the price, I feel like the price point between Army Painter and Vallejo might be a little higher than I'm thinking, just because prices of everything have gone up. I tend to stick to Vallejo, and I really love it. So if I am doing dropper bottles, I usually go with Vallejo. So it's worth looking into. Again, part of this is just where you're located too. Some people have an easier time getting Vallejo. I also like Monument Hobbies. I would say if I was replacing paint, I would do a mix of Vallejo and Monument. But if you like Army Painter, it sounds like it's worth checking out. Like a mom boss. As long as we stop back over, bring Will back some souvenirs. I got Will figured out for souvenirs. Don't you worry. Cass and I are gonna pick them out ourselves. Mom boss. Thank you, Daria. I mean, whatever it takes for us to finally get our ambassador. I'm here. Speaking of trips to Japan, Waste of Mine, do you want to do a snack? I'm kind of down to like the last few snacks. I need to figure out how I can add that one box you mentioned to Throne. I didn't get my admin day last week and I'm a little sad about it. Yeah. She's hit me with the Italian hand. Get a snack. Okay, so here's kind of what I have left. I've got what looks like Pop Rocks. Got those. I've got Kit Kats, which I've just kind of been snacking on because we've already done a lot of Kit Kats. We have the Country Ma'am cookie. Only snack of the week. We gotta make it count. Or have lots of snacks. We have the fish stick things. We have cola bubble candy. We have this, which I'm curious about. And then a bunch of little stuff. Cola candy. It's a lot of cola stuff. I don't know what that is. I have a little Pikachu. I don't know what that is. Feels like bubblegum or something. And then this. I don't know. Mickey Country Man Sullivan. Of course she's a mob boss. Yeah, you see my bling? My mom wants me to ask the Warhammer stream question. Where is everyone from? Chat, where are you from? Where are you tuning in from today? Howdy from Texas. Tech pause from Earth. You got Utah, the Milky Way. You don't fool me, Adam Troke. You don't fool me. I'm gonna look up some of these. I don't know what this is specifically. Oh, it is gum. Okay, so we won't do the gum. This is tiny thing. There's something called a cider candy, and I don't know if that's what this is. Wait. Or no, I could see anything labeled that. I'm about to just have it and see what it is. What could go wrong, chat? What could go wrong? Oh, is this the Haichu? Okay. Those are usually like really strongly like branded, so I was confused. Oh yeah, you're right. I think you're right. You wanna try it? I don't see Haichu on it. So I'm about to just open it and see. Canada? It occurs to me that Ohio used to have a good representation in chat, but not so much anymore. It has changed a little bit. Okay, it may still be Haichu. I've never actually had one. Cheers. It's very grape. Very grape. Got a nice chew to it, though. You got strawberry? I would prefer strawberry. It lives up to its name. It does have a high chew. It's almost a gum. Is there another one you'd like to try, Wasted Mine? I feel like maybe this should have been second. Yeah, it's almost gum. Pink one? If it wasn't grape, I would have liked it more. Alright, whatever this is. Let me try and find it. People wondering, I have this like list of things that they send with it. Going in. I'm not even gonna look it up. What we got? We got a cookie. Are these the Bisco cream sandwich biscuits? Is my guess. My packaging's just different. Those are cute. There's my strawberry. I found it. Mana Goblin says, it's funny in my house, the two animals that get along. They're the old ladies, a 10-year-old cat and a 10-year-old dog. It's cute. I mean, there is the food category. We're just not doing it long enough to move over there. Alright. Is there any more you want to do today, Waste of Mine, since you said this is last day for snacks? Then you get back to painting, but I will try another snack. Pink Fizzy Dude? Okay. After I finish my cookie, I will try Pink Fizzy Dude. I'm still recovering from the hide chew, I think. Done letting chat have access to my parental units for now, until they get their own Twitch account. Then it's all over. Then it's all over with, or not waste of mine. Absolutely will. My mom just looked at me dead in the face when I explained the slam plus my son phenomenon, and she said, no hesitation. I'm ready for the next burn from Mama Will. Well, I'm glad my English grandson could become a doctor at least. Wow. You know what? Yeah, we need Mama Will in here. Get her a Twitch account immediately. We need her in here. She's one of us. Get her in here. Oh, is this supposed to be in water? Okay, well, I'm glad I haven't had mine. Are you, like, foaming at the mouth right now? I'm trying to look for, like, if I can look up more of what this is. I don't even see it on here. I'm having a hard time finding some of these last ones. Okay, there's the one I thought was Pop Rocks. Which is his Pachi Pachi Panic Cola popping candies mixed with Ramune Fizzy tablets. They start to fizz as soon as they dissolve in one's mouth. But I don't see this one that we have in front of us. That was just a crazy wait. I see this one. DIY soft strawberry flavor. Add 2 spoons of water to the powder mixed to make a foamy ice cream. Scoop it into the cone. You've created your mini ice cream on a cone. I don't have that. That's cool. I see. Your mom has big chat energy, she does. It's just a fun Alka-Seltzer, kinda. Kinda. Alright, just gonna blend this cloth out a little bit. We need to get back to the shoulder a little bit. We need to start our monster energy in here. Since that's what we have decided. Let's do a white base coat just to make that really bright. Just be really obnoxious with it. Let's see. Question. I have nerve damage in both hands. After holding a brush for 30 minutes, it makes my hands hurt. You can only do 25 minutes of painting and an hour rest. How would you approach painting to be efficient? Let's see. 20 years of carpo from data entry and such. Okay. I would say if I had to, and honestly, sometimes I do this with commissions, is kind of do it in steps. So if you can get a bunch of batch painting, so like base coats, washes, and then that has to dry anyway. So you can give your hands a rest, you can go do something else for a little bit. If you can kind of get steps broken out like that, I think that would be really helpful. So your first 25 minutes, you do base coats. Second 25 minutes, maybe you need to finish base coats. And then washes, those have to dry anyway. Or do those at, like, the end of a thing. Gloves. I know that some people do the, like, is it the compression gloves? I don't know if those help at all for nerve damage. I've not had to look into those. Airbrush can be good. I know that some people, because of the position that you have to have for the airbrush, it doesn't actually end up helping just because then your hand's kind of cramped that way. But if it helps you knock out some of the priming and the base coating really quickly, rattle can, because I think you mentioned part of this is budget. Getting like a spray can for priming or base coating may be worth it because then you're just doing it quicker. You're not having to hold your hand in position as long. Yeah, I think if you can kind of break it down into steps like that, that can be good. If it's holding anything for a period of time, yeah. If you can kind of break it into steps, that may be helpful. And then, yeah, using things that cut down how long your hand is in that position. If anyone else has anything, please feel free to hop in. I have not had to do that. Like, to find a solution specifically for that. I know that helps me some days to get commissions and stuff kind of together. Thinking about the steps and kind of how long things take to dry and to work up. My mom wants me to put Nikki back on the TV. Come here, Nikki, time to get in the flat screen. I'm here. I'm in the TV. I'm gonna have one of those, like, hi mom signs. Thank you, sorry, thank you, chat. Thank you. My son was learning how to be super careful not to drop him. It's life, so just have to make the best with, and bad feels just pushing on. Thank you. Yeah, I think finding a good schedule that works for you can be real good. I think in general, even if you do not have, like, the nerve damage or something like that, get up and just get in a stretch, too. Get away from it for a little bit. Go get a snack, go get some water. Stretch the hands. I know for the days I don't stream and I'm just doing commission work, I try to get up every hour or so to just, like, stretch, and I'll go bug my dog or walk around the house a little bit. It does that up. It does that up. Oh, me. Consider paint handles. So the paint handles that Riot's mentioning is another good shout. So this is the one that Citadel puts out, but you can use a lot of other stuff. It doesn't have to be this. So this is a paint handle, and what it does is you can put the miniature in this expands. So mine's got paint all over it, but it expands. You can put the miniature here. And that gives you some more room, so your hand's not cramped up like I'm holding onto the base. You can actually kind of spread your hands out there. It also gives you more room to anchor your hand, so you can anchor it here to keep painting and kind of stabilize yourself. Some people just do, like, pill bottles, and if you have that sticky, like, blue tack, poster tack, depending on where you're at, what it's called, you can just stick the miniature to that. Some people use corks, but it just gives you a little bit more room to move your hands. I'm actually going to paint with this for a little bit just so you can see how I would use it if I was using it. I didn't really get into the habit of using these, so I don't normally, unless I've got a spot that's just really hard to reach. But I'll use it here for a bit so you can see, in case anyone needs it. But yeah, it's a good shout. This is the old one. The new one has a little bit different shape. I haven't actually used the new one, just because we already have a bunch of these. There is also a larger one for larger miniatures, like larger base size, which if you think that would be helpful, grab that too. Kit bashing gives me the dopamine. I'm using a dinosaur tail as a slug base. A sprue inside that to build a skeleton for the Forge Fiend, yeah. If I glue the models to my foot and hold it there, that might work. Finding something that will work. But yeah, there's some ideas. Do a bottle or whatever you got. Me and my son started with tack on the empty pill bottles. That one's a popular one. Yeah, I think a lot of people start with something like that. something that a lot of people already have on hand. Easy to just throw something on. I'll go ahead and do blue for the screen since we're doing the monster inside the canister. Normally this would be green, but we'll mix it up a bit. I have tiny hands, so I use the old craft paint bottles. Yep, that's a good one too. The apple barrel from Michael's. Put poster tack on top. Yep. Don't be afraid to try new things. You might be creating something new that helps others. Yeah. You might find what works for you and something you can share on. For sure. Okay. We need our brown wash. I want to like try another treat. Wait, I might do the country ma'am. Since we're not sure on this one, I might do the might do another cookie. I think between that and the like fish stick things, that's kind of all I got. I use the pill bottles almost exclusively. They fit my hand perfectly, and I have a bajillion of them. That's good. I'm glad that works. Hey, Real Deal, welcome in. How are you today? We are working on more salamanders. I have an apothecary today. What you up to? All right, let me pull him back up too and see what else we got to go. All right, we have our monster energy we need to do. It's just fun to say every time. A little bit more white to highlight. That's actually black. I did that white. Got some cables to fill out. We're getting there, though, chat. Nice. I mean, I'll say it. If you'd like to be called that by all the streamers, it might be worth a name change. Welcome on in. We tend to stick to screen names, as that's what we assume you'd like to be called. Welcome on in. How are you? The contrast between the green and the white armor is pretty sweet. They're fun. I just love salamanders. I just love them. I love this color scheme so much. Maybe we'll do that. I think it might be worth it. How are you today? What you up to? Part of it also is if I'm replying to someone, I use their name, and it helps chat keep up too, so they know who I'm talking to. Well, it may be worth it. What you up to today? Changing name's pretty simple. Yeah, the only thing, make sure you spell it correctly, because you can only change it every, I think, like 60 days. One of my friends misspelled his and was stuck with it for a little bit. As long as you get it spelled correctly the first time, you're all set. Like slam without an underscore is still not free. I don't think they periodically do it. I think you have to kind of ask. I got sad because I looked up Nikki just to see, and I guess that Nikki had started streaming again, so I can't get just Nikki now. And I haven't thought of something I like better than what I've got that like would make changing worth it. What paint brands do you use? What do people currently like? Always opening a new bottle or two. Is getting back in with Lizardmen. Like the idea of trying to paint jade for the weapons. Whatever brands. If you're looking for jade, I've got you. I'm gonna get this beautiful paint right here. So this is jade from Monument Hobbies, which was a paint brand that I would recommend. Let me see if I got it. I think I added in. I did. This is from Monument. I use this on my Seraphon. So this is a jade. I believe they have either a lighter or darker jade as well that you can use. I just use another paint that's similar. But if you like jade paint, I can absolutely recommend this. The paints that I use the most is, I mentioned Vallejo earlier. Vallejo I probably use the most. I really love Vallejo. If you have worked with Citadel, their consistency is very similar. So like if anyone was wanting to branch out, this is a really easy swap. Monument's kind of the next one where they're a little bit thinner, but still really easy to work with. So those are the ones that I use the most. Another one that I like, but I do give a little bit of a heads up on, is Reaper. Reaper is pre-thinned. It's going to be thinner than these other brands. But if you're doing a lot of layering and a lot of glazing, that's perfect. So I use Reaper for a lot of skin tones and things like that where I'm building up a lot of layers. So that's what I got. Streamer says, yeah, read this label. But no, really, it's a really pretty jade is why I will recommend this. Like, that color is just perfect for it. But if you would like to see it on my Salamanders, or not Salamanders, sorry, Seraphon, my socials are there. You can check out on my Seraphon too. But yeah, those are the brands that I use the most. I use some scale color for metallics. I like how their metallics layer. Trying to see if I have any other brands on my desk, and I don't. That's it. That's what I got. So Techtune, Cabalite, and Sybarite are similar. I actually do highlight up with the Sybarite. Yeah. But that's what I've got. If you're looking for other brands, those are the ones I'd recommend. I think the Vallejo's really nice, especially if you're wanting to go, like, replacing your black. So if you don't want to buy the Citadel black, and you want to get more paint for your money, that's an easy color to swap out. They have a lot of grays and browns that are easy to swap out and save a little bit of money, if that makes sense. Mousebait, hello! Poking in for work. Good to see you. I hope work goes well today. We're painting some more Salamanders. How was your weekend? I don't know how much you're able to chat, but welcome in. Gosh darn it, I didn't buy black with Oh no, you'll have to make another order. Oh no. Oh no. You already have your night colors, right? Oh no. Or was that part of it? Got 30 minutes, let's go. Me too, Masty. Yeah, no worries, Detective Pause. There's always the VOD too if you need it. The video at the end of stream. Hey Archangel, welcome in. I quite like Scale 75 Metallic Specific. Yes, the other paints are a bit hit or miss. I am the same. I basically only use their metallics. I really like how they layer. Welcome on in, how are you? Unless, there is the YouTube, if you want to check out even more VODs. I've been throwing those on there. The other thing I wanted to say, I don't know when I'm going to record the April challenge with the remodel. So just a heads up, chat. That one might be late this month. Because I want that, and I want to work on our next repaint, but I don't know when that's going to be. So sorry, it will go up. I just don't know when. So apologies. But we'll get it. I have enough blacks and reds here, yeah. I should have enough for them. We'll see. We'll see soon. I'm excited to see when you dive in here. When those paints arrive. Put to work. Get to work. It's going to take practice, yeah. Don't get discouraged. Lots of options for having your mini held by the desk, allowing you to handle it when you need to move it. Holding the brush will probably be the trick. Yeah, it'll take a little trial and error. But you can absolutely get something worked out. Like Reaper said, I think that's a big one for starting anything new. Don't get too discouraged right off the bat. Because once something clicks, then you're set. And you just take it and you run with it. Hades 2 just launched, into early access? I don't think I realized that was so soon. Like, I know they did their, like, technical test. Do I... Who's gonna be hopping in on Hades 2? Early access. I guess I need to read up on all that. What do you think, Sly? Yeah, I did not realize that was even going to be a thing. I thought they were doing more testing. I didn't realize that was going to be a... Aspen says, I ordered new monument paints, looking for alts. Oh, for GW greens. We got the table set up for 30k. Got most of our armies out. Got the terrain out. The cat's already broke one bit. Trying to finish this. Oh, so you can play a new game. Let's go. I'm excited to hear that, Mousebait. Glad you're getting some game time. Well, hopefully here soon. Looks like more of the same, which is no bad thing at all. Big agree. Plus, new hot people, so that's great. That's great. What more could you want? More of the same, new hot people. Let's go. And updated models of hot people. Aphrodite. I see you. Yeah, the boy's been working on his list for over a week. But once it's done, Mousefade, save that list. You don't have to do that every time. And hopefully can get some more games in. Save the list when he's done. Put it somewhere super safe. And then hopefully you don't have to do it next time. That's what I would do with my Space Wolves, is I would save all my lists. And then if I didn't have time to put something together, like if we're just literally going up to the store, I had a list already. I pass this on to you. Exactly, yeah. Hopefully that helps. So green! I love it. Our monster energy container is a go. Hey Denethor, welcome in! How are you today? We are painting a Biologis, Apothecary Biologis, sorry, for the Salamanders. How are you today? I've decided to change up the color in here for our container. That does look like we decided to go monster with it. That's fun over the weekend. My local had a Lizardman battle box. I think it was Christmas 23. Bunch of Toberdoke paints on clearance, range refresh. Okay, and the new Lancers are so amazing looking. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a good mix of stuff there. Turbo Dark are fun to play with. We did one project with the Turbo Dork and they are fun. Doing good, glad to hear that. Is there anything you're working on? Apothecary's looking awesome, thank you. This and the Primaris Apothecary are both great models. I always have fun painting them. Having a meal? Enjoy. I'll stop asking you questions then. Pearl Jam, welcome in. How are you? Enjoy. Sorry, news. The High Elf Dragon auction. Oh, it went nuts on eBay? Yours was still in the box, wasn't it? I'm sad, Bill. I have one of the dragons, but one of the, like, sides of his, like, neck frill thing popped off, and I don't know where it is. It may still do okay. I may still list him, but he is no longer complete, and I'm sad about it. I could have joined you. Could have joined you. Thank you so much, Turbo Dork and April. It's a really fun paint. I was surprised how much I liked working with it. It worked really nicely. Can't tell if the middle of these containers are metal or not. It looks like it is. It's a different wash. And I think that's what I did for the Imperial Fist. Let's do it. Oh, Brad, welcome in. How are you today? Is the real way to get better at painting to drink every shade in a line of paints to obtain the powers? Slam says you haven't done that yet? Well, that's your problem right there. In my next YouTube video. Let's see, the plan is to paint a lot of flowers. Oh, and the Space Marine. Sculpt a flower that's sticking in the bolt muzzle. I like that. Should list it soon. They're not selling High Elves yet as part of Old World. I'm just sad it's not complete. I feel like that just knocks a big portion of the price off. I'll try it. Elgato? Up in the Western. I should have eBayed my War Sphinx for Tomb King swing back. Yes. Ah, Taria, thank you so much for that gifted sub to Detective Paws. Detective Paws, enjoy those emotes, your ad-free viewing, all that good stuff. Thank you, Taria, for the support. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Also, starting us off toward a sub Sunday, so thank you. When we reach those 30 new subs, chat will get to pick my next project. So if you would like to do or see another sub Sunday, I appreciate it. Thank you. Maybe once you check out the box, you can find it's in a corner. Here's... I wish. It was complete, and then we moved this room around, and then I happened to notice that that piece was gone. So, like, it could be anywhere. I will take a look, though, Mousebait. Maybe if I do a quick check, and then if I still can't find it, then I list it. But yeah, it could be anywhere. April Fool's video where you drink stuff out of paint pots. Right ranges by flavor. I have thought about something similar. I should have done something this year, but it was so close to Adepticon that I didn't. Once we get back to the YouTube swing, I was doing really well, and then we left. And now I've got this silly remodel. We get back in the swing of things here. I was enjoying YouTubing, even if it wasn't, you know, bringing in crazy views just yet. It was fun. Hey, Gold Arson, welcome in. Looking to get into miniatures, what brand of paint would you recommend? Are you looking at Warhammer? Is going to be my first question. That'll change my answer slightly, is why I ask. So welcome on in. Yeah, what types of things are we looking to paint? I only ask that because they have different strengths and weaknesses. I'm not trying to be difficult. Warhammer and Cyberpunk. Okay, so I do recommend the Citadel paints if you're getting into Warhammer. The biggest reason I say that is if you're looking to do a specific, like, army. So let's say you wanted to work on Blood Angels. This is straight up Mephiston Red. Like, it's really easy to kind of pick out some of those colors that they use across the armies. The downside with Citadel is you don't get as much paint for your money. So if you're okay starting here, they can be really good. The one that I like the most and use the most is Vallejo. So Vallejo model color. These are very similar in, like, consistency and, like, texture working with it. These you get more per bottle. They're a dropper bottle, so they won't gunk up the top of your lid like these do. You can see they're all that dried, wasted paint. So I prefer dropper bottles. And then these are very similar. So you can kind of do a mix of these. This is what I normally do. Other paints that I like are Monument. So especially if you're here in the States, these are pretty easy to get a hold of. Reaper are a bit thinner. I tend to use these more for, like, display pieces, just because they are thinner and easier to layer with. But I would say these two specifically is where I would start. List it for a week. If it turns up before the auction ends, cancel the auction. Relist as complete. That's a good idea, Bill. Maybe I'll do that. That's a good idea. Yeah, if you have any questions about what I just showed, please let me know. And then the Cyberpunk board game, that'll be fun. Got a good mix there. But yeah, if you're looking at, like, a specific army or anything like that we can kind of steer you the right direction, let me know, and we'll do that. Well, welcome on in. My son damaged the seat in my car by leaving something in it. Wonder if I could use a wash to recolor the leather. Maybe. Panda ate my piece. I need it. I need it for the eBay. I need it. Autofire, welcome in. How are you today? Let's see. My entire firstborn Dark Angel is just sold. Only got 60 pounds for all 1,500 points because no one was shooting for it on, what is BIN? That seems low for 1,500 points. Yeah, I think I would have kept that. Honestly. I would have kept that. Put that back on the shelf. Oh, buy it now. Did you not have a... Ooh. That might be a tough lesson for the reserve price, is what that sounds like. Set a reserve, yeah. I think that's a hard lesson in reserve pricing there. I never list anything lower than what I actually want for it, so I would rather not sell it than it go lower than I want. Yeah. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. But I would say going forward, check out the, like, reserve pricing and things like that. To make sure that doesn't happen again. Universe is doing all right. Got some bad news. Oh, from a friend today. Ended up too distracted to paint. Just cut stream. I'm sorry to hear that auto fire. I hope that everything gets better here. Sending some energy your way. Never the same thing for less than what I want to get out of it. Yeah, if it doesn't sell, I'll knock the price down of it. Same. That's what I tend to do. I would cry if some of that went lower than what I've got it set up for. Oh, thank you. Doesn't sell, I'll try again. But, like, if you're wanting to do the lower auction price to, like, generate interest, yeah, put a reserve on it. Alright, I'm just looking for more of our white finish edge highlights. Probably do one more pass after stream. At least it likely went to a good home. Trying to think of it that way, yeah. Hopefully they're gonna get some games in. Alright, I think that's good for now, at least. Obviously, I'll do touch-ups and things as I finish the base and finish the mini. Get rid of it. Oh, for space. When I listed it, what I was looking for, I was getting a look in. Not the biggest heartbreak. I didn't have space to keep the models anyway. Reserve price, definitely less than learn by this one. Yeah. It's too bad, but I'm glad you know for the next one. That is the important takeaway here. Well, I'm glad you at least now have the space. You got it. You did what you needed to do. The stuff does take up a lot of space. Flaming Noob, welcome in. How are ya? Thank you very much. This is going to be joining that Salamanders army we've been working on. What are you up to today? I think we'll pick out a couple more things here together, and then I will wrap up and I guess see where remodel stuff is. They haven't come back yet, so I don't know what the plan is. I know they were picking up a bunch of stuff, though. So. Did start my 30K armies all over the weekend. Now I have a better idea of what I have. Good. Oh, we spreadsheeting? Scott has been doing that, and that seems to be helping him. He did a spreadsheet for, I know, his Sigmar stuff and his Malifaux stuff. That kind of stuff makes me crazy, but if it helps you, then more power to it, for sure. Oh, I'm feeling awful. Recovering from foot surgery. A bit nauseous from the meds. I am sorry. That's the worst, right? And you have something that's supposed to make you feel better, and then doesn't make you feel better. I'm sorry. I hope recovery here gets a little better. Less nausea and all that. But I was talking about learning to spreadsheet, because he's like using Notepad. Oh, and redoing his work. Gotcha. Yeah, Notepad would be a... That may help him too, because then it'll be easier to like move points and things around. That may be good to kind of set up like, I don't know, almost a database for him that he can pull from. Not on spreadsheets, but I keep track of everything. Oh, through Battlescribe. That's a good idea. As long as having 500, 1,000, 2,000 point lists for armies are possible. But so, I was thinking the other day how it'd be cool to have an inventory of every mini you own so you can see the percentage you ever painted. But then again, maybe not. My thing is, you spend so much time cataloging it that you could be just painting it. Like, maybe if it's for a smaller project. Like, I've done it before for commissions, where it's like, okay, this is at this stage, this stage. If I had to do it for my whole collection, I would just stop painting. I just wouldn't do this anymore. I would be done. That's it. But if it helps someone in here, I just feel like it becomes, all your time just becomes admin time. I feel like more time reporting what I'm doing than doing it. Let's see. Thanks, folks. In a week or two, it's going to be great. The foot will be like new. I'm glad. Okay. I wasn't sure how long recovery time on that. Not too long, then, it sounds like. That's good. It's always crazy how quickly our bodies can heal themselves. When I was into Reaper, they've made spreadsheets already for the models. So if you check out the forums... Oh, it'd be there somewhere. They've done the work for us. That's pretty cool. From the top ropes with the steel chair. I'm just saying. There's two types. The type that like to catalog everything. And then there's the hobby gremlins like me that are like, but I could just paint it. Hey, Black Alistair, welcome in. I have my minis in a display case. 4 shelves. Top shelf is finished stuff. Second's almost done. Third is kit bashes, base coat. At the beginning of the stage. Bottom is unopened or only assembled. That's a great method, too. I like that. I try that, and then I butterfly away from it. But no, that's a great system. Welcome in. Is there anything you're working on right now? Vernon says, I find spreadsheets a big aid to my productivity. It's like gaining achievements in a computer game. There you go. Achievement unlocked. Base coat. We need our dark green. So 25-year-old person stuck in corporate America. The one thing I wish they did better in school is teach kids how to use Excel. No matter how far we come as humans, Excel will always be there standing over your shoulder, whispering, yeah, Control S. Before I did this full-time, I was a data analyst. And yeah, Excel's a good one to learn. You can use that for so many things. I can also store all my backlog on 4 shelves. 4 Amazon warehouse shelves, yeah. Someone who hired a friend to inventory his Warhammer stuff, organizing the storage of it like a mini warehouse. This guy's a whale among whales type of collector. If you don't have a comprehensive inventory, do you even know what you've painted? That's what Instagram's for. That's my portfolio. Yeah. I'll have to document that. Plus, then I put them in game. That's how I know. Because now my Space Wolves have this boy they can paint. And now they have this boy. I haven't unlocked any achievements in a while. Is there something you do want to work on? Anything we're excited for? Well, I paint monster in a... I love my job some days. Not all days. Today is good. Right now I'm building my Horus Heresy 1000 Suns. I also just finished base coating 30 pink horrors, 40 blue horrors, 40 brimstones. I have those little Age of Sigmar army, a big 1000 Suns army. Perfect. I did not realize when I thought about doing 1000 Suns just how many horrors it would be. And then I noped out. It's a lot. Good on you getting them all done, though. That's impressive. This is the beginning of my Nurgle All Forged Fiend. I'm so excited about it. If you guys want to see that, sounds like that's in the Discord. I'll throw that in again. If anyone wants to come hang out with us in between streams, there's the Discord. You can share what you're working on. If you want to share army lists, things like that. Just chat hobby, we're all in there. If you are a sub, make sure you link your Twitch and your Discord together for the sub lounge. That's where a lot of us are goofing off during the day. That is there. I'm going to go ahead and do all things. I haven't done these in a bit. Socials, if you want to see what else I'm working on, there are my socials. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. And then I have been working more on YouTube. So the last YouTube video is the first playthrough of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. If you want to see us hashtag free butts, make sure you go subscribe. We'll have more videos coming soon after I do my bathroom remodel. So it is there for when the videos go up. So go check it out. I was about to ask if that was the song. I was trying to remember it. I go, meow. I saw him pop up on my thing so much. As the Humor says, I'm nearly done painting my Canoptic Spider. Ready to avoid painting more of them for several months. I'm done. I know I say this every time I mention them, but dear lord, non-metallic metal Necrons, white armor, OSL, is a dreadful idea. Yeah, for a whole army. It is indeed, but you're powering through it. At least horrors are fairly simple to paint, unlike the nightmarish rubric marines. That trim, yeah. That sounds trained me to paint better than I used to. It's very hard to rush them in my opinion, yes. I don't think I'd recommend for a first-time army. I would agree with that. They're very difficult to get the clean look. Yeah, I would agree with that. Can I give my opinion on something random 40k? Absolutely. What you got? Always awesome. Do video of bathroom remodel. I got to use power tools the other day. I have madness. I was using I think it's a rotary hammer. I was removing a floor tile with it. And having fun. I normally hate power tools because I am clumsy by nature. But this one, I couldn't mess anything up, so I decided put me in. And I took out so much tile. Oh, there's the YouTube. Yep, my bot heard you. Right now, it's a lot of our Twitch VODs. I upload shorts and things on there. We'll be doing more like YouTube-specific content here very soon. After I finish up this remodel for the house. So once that's done, I want to throw myself back into it a bit. But there are some tutorials on there. I've been doing some anime repaints. Those are on there. What else have we got? Some of the community challenges are on there. We'll check out what everyone's working on. Good bot, exactly. I want to play, but I have to go to work. There, girl. Happy hopping. Bye, mouse bait. We'll see ya. We're not too far behind you. I'm going to do a couple more highlights, and then I'm also going to take off here. See where the guys are at. Some lunch so I can tag in when they get back. I feel like the external media is really Imperium focused. I know it's because it's the dominant, most popular faction. I think a video game about one of the other factions would be cool. I agree, and that is a big part of it. The specifically for 40k, the Space Marines are very much kind of the poster boys. They are the they tend to use. So there are a couple games. There is Fire Warrior that Slam just mentioned. Mechanicum is the other one I was thinking about. So there are a couple, but yeah, the big ones are very Imperium focused. And it's just part of it for Space Marines, and this is difficult for for painting as well. So when I post things for 40k, Space Marines always do well, because a lot of people have a chapter of Space Marines. And I'm gonna do this in chat. Chat, if you have Space Marines of any kind, can you post in chat with what you've got? And this is why they do so well, is if you put out a Space Marine thing, I will buy it as a Space Wolf player. My client will buy it as a Salamander player. Slam will buy it as a Blood Angel player. Panda will buy it as an Ultramarine player. And it just goes on and on. Yeah, Templars, more Blood Angels. And that's why they're so popular, and that's why they get used for a lot of things, is because a lot of people have them. It might not be the same flavor of Space Marine, but a Space Marine release is now getting sold to, I can see 10 people in chat. Yeah. But that's why you see more of it. So even just our little sample here. That's exactly why. People are like, oh, it's another Space Marine release. But they're selling that one Space Marine release to 30 times the people. But that's why. I definitely agree, though. I would love to see some more. There's also Rogue Trader, the CRPG that has a variety of different characters. I think what else? There's the smaller orc game that shoots blood and teeth. That was orcs. Space Marine 2 is going to be very good, yeah. Also looking forward to Space Marine 2. I'm hoping we can stream Space Marine 2 co-op is what I would like to do, depending on who's available. Next, Nick, yes, where are my Tau players? And bans them. Oh, you have Rogue Trader. Okay, good. Let's say if that's what you're looking for, Rogue Trader's up there. They did indeed, Ravenlord. I didn't look into the details, but they did indeed for AI stuff. Taria says, I think Space Marine 2 will be cool, but why? Why does the game have a tour date listing? Yeah, that's a little weird. It's a little weird. I meant to look if that, like, went with, like, video game cons. I didn't actually look into it. But... Done. Easy. Easy. Nikki burns Slam in Space Marine 2. See? This is why it has to happen. But yeah, I think if we can get a co-op, that'd be fun. Mods. And can play. Hope Space Marine 2 release goes well. Yeah. I think it's been, well, I had some studio stuff too now that I can't remember. I think they changed ownership? Did they get bought? I can't remember now. We'll have to see here. But I'm very excited for Space Marine 2. Be a good time. I'd be down, let's go, Slam. Yeah, I know with work and stuff, it doesn't always work out, but... if it does, let's go. What's with the Tau? I like their mech. I'm like, it's an inside joke here with the stream. I don't enjoy painting them. I like more of the organic stuff. I do like the big mechs, though. The big mechs are cool. The smaller stuff I don't like to paint, so chat will tease me. That's all. It's just a running joke is all. No, the Tau do have some cool stuff. I think some of the new models especially are very pretty. They got some very pretty updates with their new book and things. And now we've got Kroot back, which is cool. But yeah, that's all. It's just jokes. The other one we'll joke about and is Black Legion, and that's because I had a ginormous commission of Black Legion that we did a while back. So that'll be the other one that they tease me about. Where we were just painting gold trim for months. Months and months of gold trim. Is there any news regarding Henry Cavill's 40K TV series? I'm getting Dark Angel vibes. I don't think we've heard anything else. I think they had to put out something just because rumors were going. That, like, they were still working on it or something. I think that's the last thing I saw. Am I missing anything, chat? I want a Mad Max-style orc game where you drive around collecting scrap to make a new supercar. There was Speed Freaks. I don't know if that's out or, like, early access. There was a game called Speed Freaks where it was, like, vehicle combat. But I don't think I've heard anything in a bit. Might be worth looking out, though. It's not out yet, so okay. I knew they did, like a test for it, but I wasn't sure how far along it was. But yeah, Speed Freaks is on Steam. A couple series I read, they're adapting Eisenhorn. I remember reading, I think I saw it as a rumor, so I don't know if that was official. Abbott on his next project. Black Legion ought to be fun. Been about 2 months since I finished the base, so not having the rest done is starting to bug me. Look like an ancestor of Twisted Metal. Yeah, kind of Twisted Metal vibe. Vehicle combat heavy. With all the different orc buggies and stuff. I do hope that it's something not directly Space Marine for the show. Again, same thing, right? There's so many more interesting characters and forces, and get to explore some of that would be cool. As soon as gonna be Custodes, since he played, he's like, I'll come, but I only will work on Custodes. I'll do it, but it has to be. Yeah, I think all I've seen are like different rumors or guesses of what it'll be. I figured I'll just wait and see what they come up with. They had an update on Speed Freaks. Oh, May 3rd, pretty recently. Before that, December 21st. Still in alpha. Okay. Can Scott please pay? This is so random. Name a plague body disposal unit. Plaguey, make plague face. I'm sure Scott will do that, yeah. I'll sign him up for it since he's not here. I'll sign him up for it, sure, why not? Alright, chat. It is time. Time for me to get some lunch and see, yeah, where remodel stuff is for the day. But here's where we got a lot of him done. Obviously, we have basing to do. I gotta turn that down. Oh, there you go, Slam. Now you have 2 entry noises you can use until I find more. I told chat that I was looking, and that's what I found before I had to stop for remodel stuff, so I'll keep looking. Tomorrow we should be back, unless, again, remodel stuff is weird. We may keep working on Salamanders, just to try and knock out these Hellblasters, especially with this week just being weird. So I think we'll just kind of tackle that since they're ready to go. And then Wednesday, we're going to do more Phoenix Wright. We're going to do some more video gaming. So until then, if you want to come hang out in between streams, thank you, Slam, for all the links. We have our Discord server. We also have the YouTube if you want to check out our VODs, the tutorials that we have up, or the community stuff. And then my socials if you want to see what else I've been working on. My TikTok, my Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff is there. Hang tight. I'm going to look for someone to raid. Otherwise, I'll let you guys know in the chat. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with us today. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.